Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner Steck. Makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi and a pleasant good evening. Welcome to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds are set for high school football in a Class A and section matchup tonight. I'm Kevin Kochman with the broadcast tonight. Mike Erickson joins me on the sidelines this evening, and Sarah Aaron's in the booth tonight on camera duty on yourliveevent.com. Kaylin back at the studios of KRJB in Ada, 106.5 FM. Tonight we have a pair of unbeatens and a bit of a rivalry with the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds coming in 2-0 and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars coming in 2-0. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10 this week in the AP poll in the state of Minnesota. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds ranked 6th this week, and Ada-Borup-West garnering the 10th spot in Class A. A top 10 matchup of high school football in Class A on a Friday night in September. This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and also on yourliveevent.com. We'll be having conversations with the coaches here in the pregame show. We'll also get you set for the matchup, talk about other games going on in the region, and of course, set the stage as Ada-Borup-West matching up with the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. It's high school football on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com.
At the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John Wayne and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Enjoy spectacular savings at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Receive up to $150 off on your eyewear. Save more, buy more. Save more when you purchase your eyewear at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Now through September 30th, you'll receive up to $150 off. See Valley Vision Clinic for all spectacular savings during this promotion. Valley Vision Clinic, excellence, experience, complete care. 218-784-4091 for the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
Welcome back to the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. The Bitker Inc. pregame show. Fall into savings on vehicle and farm implement tires this month at Bitker Inc. Let's get to our pregame coaches' comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy. They welcome all to call or stop in and discuss how they can help you on your farm. Georgetown Farmers Elevator, they thank you for working with you, the area farmer. As we continue on in the pregame show, we'll go down to the sidelines where the 2022 Red River Amateur Baseball League Manager of the Year, Mike Erickson, is standing by with the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird football team, John Clark Jr. Mike?
Hey, I'm here with John Clark Jr. and John, a couple of convincing wins to start the season. Listened to your interviews last week. It sounded like, second half of last week, you really started to put some things together and learn a lot. So what are we trying to build on today?
Well, we're just trying to take that next step because I thought we showed great improvement from week 1 to week 2. I thought we really took a big step forward last week and hoping to do that again tonight, and more so we got to learn as the game because different style of football tonight. Ada's going to, they're going to spread us out and they're going to throw it and run it out of the spreads. So obviously we have not seen that yet this year, so our guys have to react to a different style offense.
Sure. Definitely turning into a bit of a rivalry here, proximity to the towns and, these competitive battles, both football, basketball, that type of thing. Your boys pretty hyped up tonight?
Yeah, I think this is kind of one you look forward to every year, the Mahnomen-Waubun Ada-West game. Coaches know each other well, the kids know each other super well. It's amazing how well these kids know each other nowadays. I know we had kids talking to each other on opposing teams last night on Snapchat or text messaging or whatever. So always a fun game. Like you said, I think it's been a battle just about every time. Expecting more of the same tonight.
Everybody healthy for you tonight?
No, we're pretty dinged up. We're a little nervous with some of our guys with some ankle injuries and just bumps and bruises. Hoping that adrenaline kicks in under the lights and they're going to try at least. We'll see how it goes.
All right, well, good luck to you, and we'll talk at halftime.
Thanks, Mike. Got to say hello to Heavy Kevy up there. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, Coach. How you doing? Good to see you. That's John Clark Jr. and Mike Erickson down on the field as our pregame coaches' comments. They're brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer, GeorgetownFarmers.com. Our pregame show is brought to you by Bitker Inc. Fall into savings on tires, vehicle tires, and farm implement tires this month at Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. The Thunderbirds and the Cougars high school football tonight on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB 106.5 FM. Stay tuned. We'll have the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham, when we come next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Soon enough, temps are going to drop low, and you'll be turning the heat up high. Protect yourself from surprising heating bills by enrolling in Wild Rice Electric's off-peak heating program. You'll receive hundreds of dollars in rebates on new heating technologies like heat pumps and underfloor heat. Plus, you'll get nearly half off your electric heating rate through the winter months. That adds up fast when the snow starts to fall. Give Wild Rice Electric a call at 800-244-5709 to find out if the off-peak program is a good fit for your home and start saving today.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to ChristianMotors.com or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. ChristianMotors.com, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
Ada Building Center, LLC welcomes you to discuss your plans and ideas for your new farm buildings, homes, garages, storage sheds, or other buildings you want at the lake, on the farm, or in town. Floor to ceiling, walls to roof, Ada Building Center, LLC will assist in making your construction plans, providing quality project materials and free delivery to your job site. For updates and repairs, they have all the doors, windows, cabinets, and supplies you need. Ada Building Center, LLC, 218-784-3661, Highway 200 East edge of Ada.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Back here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada for high school football with R&J Sports, KRJB, and YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show. Oil changes, tire repair, new tires for your vehicle. Choose Bitker Inc. Located between Ada and Halstead, Bitker Inc. As we bring you the Bitker Inc. pregame show and the Georgetown Farmers Elevator pregame coaches' comments. Down on the field, Mike Erickson has the head coach of Ada-Borup-West football, Paul Tingham.
All right, Paul Tingham. Keys to the game in this one?
I think big keys to the game in this one is, if we can get off the field on third down for sure, and the turnover battle is going to be huge tonight. You got, I think, two pretty equally matched teams. I think we're both coming in 2-0. We haven't had any comparable opponents, so it's hard to tell. But we've battled each other the last few years here, and it's going to be a physical football game. And I think who can get off the field on defense and who can take care of the football on offense, and just play field position and take advantage of those opportunities they get when you get them. If you get an opportunity, you better score.
I imagine, especially the way that this game has developed over the last 5-6 years, or however long it's been since Ada-Borup-West has gone Class A. I imagine the boys are pretty hyped. It's turning into a rivalry. Guys know each other pretty well. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a rivalry in all sports. The guys know each other. We live close. Social media these days, there's no secrets. So with huddle and film, everybody knows each other inside and out. So definitely a rivalry. We've had some battles the last few years, and last year we went over there and lost 14-6, I think it was, and a good football game. But we expect a battle, and hopefully we can make one more play than they do.
How are we doing health-wise?
We got all our varsity guys playing tonight, so we got a couple younger guys banged up, not playing, but all of our starters are playing tonight.
All right. Good luck to you, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
That is Paul Tingham. He's the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougar football team, and Mike Erickson down on the sidelines here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth. Leave a legacy and plan for the future. Visit with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent Financial representative in both Ada and Ulen today. Well, we're going to talk about field conditions, and we'll talk about keys to the game. We'll get our starting lineups out. We'll also talk about the colors of the game as well. Stick around. It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. Ada-Borup-West, Mahnomen-Waubun, high school football on a Friday night coming up.
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Myself, Becky, and Adam wish the Cougars good luck. My family and Visser Grading thank you for allowing us to be maintaining your roads. Thanks for listening to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated from Visser Grading, a proud sponsor of the area schools. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds from all the members of the Waubun Education Association. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. The Seed Specialists. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the seed specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen.
It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman along with Mike Erickson down on the sidelines tonight for high school football, bringing you the action tonight between the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. And, you know, there's been one time, make it twice, since Ada-Borup-West and Mahnomen-Waubun have been playing football. Twice that they've played a game against each other, not at the Johnson Sports Complex. It happened for the first time inside the Fargo Dome for a section championship, and then last year, game was played at the Mahnomen High School football field. And Mike, the friendly confines, Johnson Sports Complex, beautiful night for high school football. How about conditions? We'll talk field conditions here. Field conditions brought to you by D&D Mowing. Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. You can keep your lawn in good condition by calling Dave Dahl. I know his number. It's 218-556-2116. Regular cutting and bagging of leaves this fall, thatching and bagging in the spring. Dave Dahl will handle it all. Whether it's big or small, Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. As field conditions, Mike, how are the Doug Sliniger fields holding up out there tonight?
Doug has this thing in spectacular form. The lines are painted to perfection.
You would expect that.
Yes, of course. I was out here for a JV football game on Monday, and it was just like running on a pillow. It was just amazing.
The irrigation has worked. There's a couple of spots, but overall it's in real good shape here. A good night for football. Last year was a wet, kind of a slog fest in Mahnomen. So tonight, field conditions shouldn't be a problem. We got a north wind, 15 to 20, and you can feel it out there a little bit.
Yeah. Excuse me. If you know, I know Mahnomen-Waubun doesn't pass a ton, but it's definitely going to be a part of Ada-Borup-West game, and that could definitely play a factor. You know, it's one off the air. Coach Tingen and I mentioned, like, God, geez, this wind's supposed to be dying down, so it's got to be something that he's thinking about here.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Now, talking about that, you alluded to it as our field conditions again from D&D Mowing. Should be a great night. Temperature is going to be dipping into the 50s later on this evening as well. Looking at just kind of talking some keys and some moments. You mentioned Mahnomen-Waubun doesn't throw it too often. 82 pass yards this season in 2 games, 707 total, meaning they've got 625 on the ground. They are the veer, and they are going to run the football. They've got the double wing set. They might go 2 tight ends. They will throw auto receiver at times, but the double wing set, and of course they have first-year sophomore quarterback Blake McMullen under center. Coach McMullen on the sidelines. That's his dad, and of course Blake, good wrestler, good football player, good golfer as well, and the sophomore ready to go. He's got 1 touchdown on the through the air, 2 picks though, 3 rushing scores. He leads the team in rushing thus far here this season. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars almost the exact opposite. 592 yards of offense, 359 rushing, 233 passing. Now, last week they got the running game going a little bit more, and first week against New York Mills, it was a tough day for offenses, period. So they got some offense going last week against Bagley to get it right, but the Cougars will go 4 wide receivers quite frequently. So you go from the double wing set, Mike, to the 4 wide receiver look. It's a tale of 2 different styles. And, you look at some keys. The turnover battle, I think, is going to be a huge factor, as it is in most games. Tonight is definitely going to show, I think, that the turnover factor will be a big key.
Yeah, I agree. If either team gives the other a short field, I think there's going to be a price to pay.
And the Thunderbirds certainly like to control the tempo with the offense that they have running the veer. They can do that. Cougars more of a quick strike if they're going through the air and more clock stoppages. So things to be considered here as our pregame rolls along. It is brought to you by Bitker Inc., the Bitker Inc. pregame show for vehicles. Bitker Inc. Call 218-456-7467. Bitker Inc. between Ada and Halstead. We'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show. We'll talk about the colors of the game from McCullum's Hardware in Ada, and we'll get closer to the starting lineups as Mahnomen-Waubun and Ada-Borup-West get ready to play football tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
This is Kenley Walling, the Activities Director at Ada-Borup-West School. These activities wouldn't be possible without the Booster Club members and businesses who made contributions of money and time to Ada-Borup-West School. The Booster Club supports band, FFA, FCCLA, elementary football, the school library, and much more. Thanks to the Booster Club and their members for their support, and roll Cougs!
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com as we continue with our pregame conversations. And before we get to starting lineups tonight, let's talk about the Valspar Paint Colors of the Game presented by McCullum's Hardware in Ada. With the most advanced paint mixing and matching technology in the area, McCullum's Hardware's knowledgeable staff ready to help you with all your painting projects. Choose from thousands of Valspar paint colors. Bring in your own to match. Valspar's medallion paint primer dries quickly and cleans up easily with soap and water. Plus, the durable, fade-resistant color stays beautiful season after season for a look you'll always love. Only available at independent retailers. Find Valspar medallion paint and primer at McCullum Hardware in Ada. Well, the colors of the game today, you've got the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds wearing the white uniforms, black pants, teal and silver accents, silver helmets, black numbers on the jerseys. And for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, they go with the red jerseys, black pants, black helmets, black numerals and letters for our Valspar Paint Colors of the Game, presented by McCullum's Hardware in Ada. And Mike, I know you're thinking, that's exactly the same thing that they do on the sidelines of the Golden Gophers. It's the uniform report, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to do it.
Gopher fans get a little irked when they go with the black uniforms like last week.
You saw it last week. And
yeah.
Gopher football, you can catch it tomorrow on Gold 101.5 KRJM. Golden Gophers versus number 18 North Carolina. And I'm glad I got you here today, Mike, because you're not traveling to Tar Heel country.
No, there's some guys in our tailgate group that are there, though.
As they should.
Kent Johnson's there.
Well,
so is Bruce Nelson.
Those two, I'm not surprised that they would travel there. That's great. Good deal. There's going to be some representation. Kickoff 2:30 tomorrow, by the way, on Gold 101.5 KRJM. We've got Bison football tomorrow on KRJB 106.5 FM. That'll feature the, right tackle play of Mason Miller. So we look forward to the action here today on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. Other games going on here tonight. On KKCQ-FM 96.7, they had Foston and Kitson County Central earlier today. It's coming up here tonight. Goodrich-Grigla and Winnie-Mac. Bagley at Polk County West is on yourliveevent.com. Griggs Midcoda and Maple River is on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass and Kindred, it's on yourliveevent.com. And it's homecoming for Hillsborough Central Valley. They're in Hillsborough tonight, taking on the Oaks Tornadoes in high school football. The action we have for you with R&J Sports on this Friday night. We will come back. Starting lineups are next as Ada-Borup-West and Mahnomen-Waubun do battle in high school football on the Bitker Inc. pregame show. Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. The Bitker Inc. pregame show comes back with the starting lineups and our opening kickoff from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada.
This is Carly Clemenson with American Federal Bank in Ada. We invite you to join us for our Customer Appreciation Lunch Wednesday, September 27th from 11 to 1. American Federal Bank Customer Appreciation Lunch will feature pulled pork sandwiches, beans, chips, bars for dessert, lemonade, coffee, and water. We look forward to seeing you during our Customer Appreciation Lunch Wednesday, September 27th from 11 to 1. We welcome you and thank you for your business.
If you're searching for experienced technicians that are specialized in most makes and models of cars, light-duty trucks, and SUVs, you better call 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair in Ogama. Baker's quickly provides customized repair and maintenance solutions for your heavy-duty truck while using the industry's latest diagnostic and repair resources along with local parts suppliers. Call them today at 218-983-3330. That's 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair on Highway 59 in Ogama.
I've always been more so of a caring person, I'd say. I don't know, the care aspect and being able to make a difference in their life and help them to have as normal of a life as they can. Whenever I provide care for them, I always try and go above and beyond and do you need anything else? Can I help you do this while I'm here? And take care of all these wonderful residents, and it's really nice having such awesome residents here. I would definitely recommend a career at Benedictine of Ada.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun.
This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM. Bitker Inc. pregame show. Let's get to our Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineups here tonight. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, Ada. Let's talk about Ziegler Ag Equipment just a moment. The Ziegler Ag Equipment crew, new arrival on the lot is a 2014 Versatile DT 550 with power shift. Talk to Neil or Chuck for prices. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. All right, very good. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds are on the field, and the starting lineups for the Thunderbirds. We're going to talk offense. They receive the kick. Lex McDougall, Dawson Darko, Jacob Littlewolf, Jamison Donner, Tate Osey are your offensive linemen. Carter Clark is starting at tight end, and Tanner Steck is a wide receiver. Curtis Mayer and Joe Sleddy are the wings. Easton Bevins in the backfield as the fullback, and Blake McMullen will start at quarterback for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Their head coach is John Clark Jr., assisted by Todd Johnson, Bob Larson, Steve McMullen, Bomber Clark, Ken Bevins, Josh Kemper, and Brian Haberkamp. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars starting lineups here tonight from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment, they've got recent trades, and of course Highway 9 North Ada, you talk about Brandt grain carts, Gleaner combines, it's cleaner with Gleaner. New Fendt tractors and Massey Ferguson tractors at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Starting defense for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. They will start up front. 5 defensive linemen. Mason Larson and Tate Jacobson are the defensive ends. You've got Lucas Mertz and Wyatt Larson, the D tackles, and at nose tackle, Austin Dryden. The linebackers, Ames Facino, Charles Shaw, and Lance Kritzberger. Your defensive backs, Brennan Fetting, Cameron Spaeth, and Austin McCraven. Ada-Borup-West coach is Paul Tingham, assisted by Dan Jorgensen, Nate McCraven, Kenley Wallin. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. The starting lineups here tonight presented by Ziegler Ag Equipment. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada. Thanks again to Bitker Inc. for our pregame show here today. Bitker Inc., of course, 218-456-7467. We get ready for our opening kickoff here tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The opening kickoff is brought to you by Markison Accounting Service. Put Doug Markison and Markison Accounting Service in Ada to work for you. You can call 218-784-6002. He's located in the Arvig building with experience to help you with your tax preparation, accounting, and payroll. Talk to Doug Markison, 218-784-6002. I'm Kevin Kochman with the broadcast tonight. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. Sarah Aaron's running the camera for us on YourLiveEvent.com. And Mike Erickson is down on the field on the sidelines for high school football tonight. Mike, we're ready to go here tonight with the Cougars kicking to the Thunderbirds. Ada-Borup-West will be kicking into the wind. The wind is northwesterly direction, which is kind of across the field lengthwise. As the field runs north to south, Cougars will be kicking to the north. And back deep for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, Tanner Steck is back there along with Joe Sleddy to receive the opening kickoff. The Cougars will have the ball teed up. Looks like it'll be Tate Jacobson doing the kicking here for Ada-Borup-West, and we'll kick it away. Decent crowd and a few still filing in. The Lions Club was doing a tailgate supper prior to the game with those fireman burgers or hot dogs, and Dave Dahl had a couple, so he's ready to go. Tate Jacobson's ready to kick the ball away for Ada-Borup-West, as we'll go right to left as we see it on yourliveevent.com and kick it away. The opening kickoff from Markuson Accounting is an end-over-end kick that'll be tracked down and touched. Oh, Cougars are going to recover the opening kickoff. It went off of the Thunderbirds, and Ada-Borup-West will jump on top of it at the 27-yard line of the Thunderbirds. That's a heck of a break to start for Ada-Borup-West.
That was Casper Kritzberger that was able to jump on that.
Casper Kritzberger jumps on top of it, and the Cougars will recover the opening kickoff and will be at the Mahnomen-Waubun 26-yard line is where the ball will be spotted, first down and 10. Just underway, and we have the Cougars recovering the opening kickoff and a turnover to start the football game. Ada-Borup-West will come out offensively, and we'll talk about the offense as it gets set down. Austin McCraven will be under center for the Cougars as they're going to split receivers. One to the right, two to the left, and they have one back in the backfield is Brennan Fetting from the pistol with a wing to the left, and a flag comes down before the first snap. Did we have the play clock run out here to start?
I see zeros.
Yeah, and we'll see. They are going to go with the delay of game to start the football game, so the Cougars with a penalty. So the Thunderbirds turn it over, in essence, on the opening kickoff by losing it, a fumbling away. The receive at the opening kickoff return, and now a penalty for the Cougars brings up 1st and 15 to start. First down and 15. Two receivers left and a wing to the left, and now option style. McCraven will throw the football. Kritzberger going to make the catch. Ball comes out late. They say he was down. Kritzberger up to the 22-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 7 yards on first down from Austin McCraven to Lance Kritzberger.
I will imagine that we see a lot of that style of offense, really athletic option style, really, that new school type of football.
Sure, stretch it out that way. As we get things going, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars now at the 22-yard line of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, just underway high school football on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. McCraven in the pistol formation. Broken eye behind him, and he'll jump on top of it. A bad snap. He jumps on it at the 30-yard line, so a loss of 8 on the play. Austin McCraven will jump on top of the botched snap. So far from clean to start this one here today between these two squads.
A couple of mistakes here that Cougars can't be super proud of, but like we mentioned, they get an opportunity with field position, and we'll see what they can do with it.
We talked about turnovers being a key factor, and of course just tying it in to the old just focus out there as well. Ball is spotted at the 30, near side hash, just underway. Cougars recovered a botched opening kickoff by the Thunderbirds and are in Thunderbird territory, but are facing a 3rd and 15 back at the 30. Split receivers, Shaw to the right, left side is Spaeth. And McCraven will be back to pass. He's going to keep it. Now the lefty will turn, fire a pass over the middle. It's incomplete. Cameron Spaeth was covered. Ball was overthrown. Cameron wanted a little assistance from the officials. Will not get it. And that is now going to be an incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th down for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars to start this first possession. Cougars will come out, and they're going to be going for it deep in the Thunderbird territory at the 30-yard line. For Ada-Borup-West up front, Alex Bourne is your left tackle, Luke Finney at left guard, Corbin Tennehill's the center, Lucas Mertz right guard, Austin Dryden is your right tackle. Cameron Spaeth, Lance Kritzberger, Charles Shaw are your main receivers. Brennan Fetting in the backfield, Wyatt Larson, Mason Larson will rotate at receiver, and Austin McCraven is the quarterback. McCraven in that pistol formation again, receivers each direction. Back to pass, McCraven on 4th and 15. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be well overthrown. They were looking for Shaw on the right side. Coverage provided by the Thunderbirds. Dominic Neisen was out there. An incomplete pass is a turnover on downs, and Mahnomen-Waubun will get the ball at the 30-yard line.
It looked like either just an overthrown ball, or maybe Shaw was taking a little different read there than what Austin thought.
So it is a turnover on downs. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars will turn the football over on downs. They were coming into the football game on 4th down conversions. They were 75%. Well, they're 0 for 1 here today on 4th down. Now the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds will have the football on their own 30-yard line. 10:22 to play in this first quarter, no score at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Under center, quarterback McMullen's going to keep it himself. He'll fall ahead and gain a couple of yards. He'll get him up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards on first down on the keep that time with the veer option.
Mason Larson had the initial contact there to get enough of him to slow him down.
McMullen, the leading rusher for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds through the first 2 weeks of the season. Blake McMullen, 164 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on 23 carries early season. And as the quarterback in the veer, you have to make that initial read with your initial handoff opportunity. That first back through would be Easton Bevins, who's behind him in the backfield. Turn, fake the handoff again. This will be McMullen keeping. He'll stretch and get to the 35, give him 2 yards. McMullen and the Thunderbirds up to the 35, making it 3rd down and 5 for Mahnomen-Waubun. Defensively, the Cougars going with 5 down linemen and 3 linebackers. And Lance Kritzberger, where's number 2 out there for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, number 1 tackler on the season. He's got 4 tackles for loss and a sack as well. Thunderbirds a 3rd and 5 from their own 35-yard line. Double tight ends. And it'll be a pitch. Bevins outside has a couple of blocks, but he's stopped short. Tackle made by Lance Kritzberger. Bevins goes down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it'll be a 4th and a yard.
Lance is a go-getter. He certainly has a motor on him. He's the type of kid that if he's going to make a mistake, it's going to be at 100 miles an hour.
He's a fast player, and making a nice tackle there. Bevins had a couple of nice blocks, too, just was a yard short of getting the down. So it is 4th and a yard at the 39-yard line. 8:40 to play, first quarter, no score, and a 4th down attempt here for Mahnomen-Waubun. Each team trying on 4th down in this opening quarter. Fake the handoff, no give, and there is no movement there. Short of the first down. The give that time went to Curtis Mayer in the backfield, and he's stopped a yard short. No gain, and a turnover on downs for the Thunderbirds. So each team trying it on 4th down, and each team coming up short. Cougar football now, and they'll be on the Mahnomen-Waubun 39-yard line with their second possession of this first quarter. No score, 8:30 to play in the first quarter of football here at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. So Ada-Borup-West will break the huddle. Mahnomen-Waubun defensively, we'll talk about them in just a moment as the Cougars send Cameron Spaeth to the far side, right side of the field. Left side is Shaw, and Kritzberger's in the wing position left side. Here's a pitch left side, the short side of the field, and it's going to be Brennan Fetting who zigs and zags his way out of 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and then is brought down by a host of Thunderbirds in on the stop that time. Looks like Joe Sleddy among those bringing down the ball carrier Brennan Fetting. Back at the line of scrimmage, no gain, 2nd and 10. Thunderbird defense, Carter Clark up front with Jacob Littlewolf, Tate O.C., Dawson Darko, and Lex McDougall, the lineman. Linebackers, Curtis Mayer, Easton Bevins, and Brody Lutka. Tanner Steck, Dominic Neisen, Joe Sleddy, the defensive backs for Mahnomen-Waubun defensively. Thunderbirds have held their opponents to just 8 points all season, including pitching a shutout against the Benson Braves in Week 1. 2nd and 10 at the 39. Back to pass, looking, the lefty McCraven throws, fires a pass down the side, and it is going to be incomplete, nearly intercepted by Curtis Mayer. Mike, you had a pretty good view of that one. It looked like he had a great chance at the football as it was slightly underthrown to Cameron Spaeth.
Yeah, he just couldn't quite come up with it. He was bobbling around, and it just barely scraped the turf.
So a 3rd down and 10 it'll be for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on offense. Thunderbirds defense has held opponents to just 145 total yards this season. Defense has been stifling through 2 weeks. Cougars going to go 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 back behind the quarterback McCraven. Turn and go with the option, kind of a swing pass now to Fetting. He's got a block downfield from Kritzberger. Fetting down the sidelines, 1st down. He crosses the 30-yard line, and he's out of bounds on the Thunderbird sideline at the 27. That'll be a gain of 12 and a 1st down for the Cougars.
It's well known that Brennan Fetting has some speed. He's the type of guy that he catches a corner or catches a gap, he's going to be through it in a hurry.
A 12-yard play and a 1st down, the first down of the football game for either team. First downs are brought to you by Mustang Seed, corn and soybean seed for planting next year. Choose Mustang Seed, picking up a 1st down here tonight. Cougars will send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right of the formation on a 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line of the Thunderbirds. The lefty McCraven in trouble, and he will go down. He's brought down by the defense of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, coming in, flying in that time. 55, Tate O.C., the senior, brings down McCraven at about the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Good coverage by the Thunderbirds there to basically shut that down and let the line get there to McCraven.
Yeah, nowhere to go for McCraven through the air. The lefty was scrambling and did go down, held onto it. He looked back because Fenning was kind of running that little bubble on the left side again towards the Cougar sideline, and McCraven smartly went down. In this case, Tate Ossie also provided pretty good grip, didn't want to let him go. Receivers each way, pistol formation for the quarterback, Austin McCraven. 6:47 to play in this first quarter. Hitting a screen pass outside to Cameron Spaeth. He'll go right and left and work his way up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 yards. And third down upcoming for Ada-Borup-West. A third down and a long 4, make it 5, they say, to the 21 officially, so 5-yard gain. Cameron Spaeth hasn't had a ton of touches in the first couple of weeks of the season. He does have a touchdown receiving. He does have a touchdown passing, but 5 catches on the year, 2 rushes, and 3 throws so far this year for Cameron Spaeth. He'll be split to the far side of the field now. Charles Shaw to the left side. Short side of the field as it is 3rd and 5 at the 21. Turn and hand the football off. Quickly goes to Larson. That's Wyatt Larson, and he's going to fall ahead. Follows a couple of blockers. Looked like he tried to tag behind Lucas Mertz that time. He'll get to the 18, Mike. So 4th down and about 3 yards for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars.
Another 4th down conversion possibility here.
Certainly going to go for it, yeah.
Have to.
They have tried a field goal. Sam Melting. It did not go. He's 3 of 5 on extra points, though, so he's totally redeemed himself. Cougars will break the huddle. 5.5 to play in this first quarter. 4th down and 3 from the Thunderbird 18. McCraven in the pistol, takes the snap, looks to go to his right, is going to have the first down as he cut it upfield. Gets across the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him down, I do believe, at the 12. It should be 6 yards and a cloud of dust for Austin McCraven and a first down for the Cougars.
Good blocking up front by the red team, and McCraven found just enough of a crease to get the first down.
So move the ball to the 12, and it'll be a first down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West. 5:19 to play here in this first quarter. No score. Cougars are driving in a matchup of unbeatens here today between Ada-Borup-West and Mahnomen-Waubun. Ada-Borup-West will send receivers 2 to the left, 1 to the right of the formation. 1 back behind McCraven is Fetting, Brennan Fetting. Back to pass, a screen bubble pass here to Kritzberger. Looks to get to the outside, has to cut it upfield. Great job defensively by the Thunderbirds. Credit where credit's due there, Mike. You had Tanner Steck to say, I don't want to get blocked. So he got away from a block. Kritzberger wasn't able to get through. Steck brings him down at the 5. It's still 7 yards, but a nice defensive play.
Yeah, Steck had a bunch of will there. That was just a nice competitive play.
So we've got second down now for Ada-Borup-West. Second down, and ball is spotted at the 5. So second down and about 3 yards to go for the Cougars against the Thunderbird defense that's only allowed 8 points all season. McCraven in the pistol, Fetting behind him. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Give the handoff to Fetting, and Fetting is bottled up right there at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Tackle made by the Thunderbirds. Curtis Mayer from his linebacker's spot brings down the ball carrier Fetting, and it'll be third down.
Pretty good crack on that one. There were a few oohs behind me.
There's going to be some pad popping. There's no question about it here on this high school football contest between the Cougars and Thunderbirds. Just under 4 minutes to play first quarter. No score. 2 teams are battling out on the football field. We'll have 2 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Fetting behind McCraven. Kritzberger is the wing to the right side of the formation. Option pitch right side to Fetting. He's going to try to cut it up, then cuts it back out. Looks to the edge, gets a corner. Fetting spins. Is he in?
He's in.
Fetting's in. Touchdown, Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars score with 3:33 to play first quarter. And Mike, you talk about the speed of Fetting. He had to kind of do a little shoulder fake, too. He wanted to cut it up, then decided, no, I got a blocker, and went back outside for a 6-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he's got some shiftiness to him. He's not necessarily the run right through you type of guy, but he's tough to wrap up, that's for sure.
So we've got Brennan Fetting on a 6-yard touchdown run for Ada-Borup-West. They're going to go for the PAT kick as Sam Melting, the right-footed kicker. Snap is high down, kick is up. Melting 3 of 5 on the season. Make it no good, 3 of 6 on the season. So the extra point fails, and on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West leads Mahnomen-Waubun 6-0, 3:33 to play first quarter on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities for 34 years, it's Pregame Super Value, your hometown grocery store in Mahnomen. Stop by today. Great weekly specials, delicious fresh produce, along with baked goods that are baked fresh daily, and a fully stocked meat department. Great deals. You'll find them at your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value. Celebrating 34 years, it's your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value in Mahnomen.
Well, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds have had a little bit of a battle to start with turnovers and turnovers on downs. Ada-Borup-West, a drive of 9 plays, 39 yards. Converted on a 4th down. An end zone rush for Brennan Fetting, a 6-yard touchdown with 3:33 to play first quarter. The PAT kick fails, and it's 6-0. Cougars leading the Thunderbirds here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson with you. The Cougars strike first here tonight, Mike, and we'll see if the defense now will get a little extra pep in their step after the offense comes through with points on the board.
Well, and you'd like to see if the Thunderbirds are going to respond here. I'm sure they will. I mean, they're well coached.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens here on this next drive as the kick is coming away. Tate Jacobson's end-over-end kick is going to be retrieved at the 34-yard line. Steck has it. Will spin away from one, spin away from another. Has some space, and there goes Steck. He gets away from another tackler. Now he's got a couple of men to beat. Does hurdle his way across midfield to the 45, now down to the 39-yard line of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. And that's a way to respond by Tanner Steck and the Thunderbirds all the way to the Cougars 34-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Number 10, Connor Nelson, had that leg-wrapping tackle.
So from Ada-Borup-West's 34-yard line, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds offense now on Cougars' side of the field. 3:22 to play in this first quarter, trailing 6-0. Get the binoculars on these boys out there now as the officials are calling time. A false start. Legal procedure penalty against the Thunderbirds, so they'll move it back to the 39-yard line. 5-yard penalty to start this drive, not the way that they had drawn it up.
I didn't fully catch that, but it looked like the official was talking to the center. So an illegal snap of some sort.
He might have done something there, but yeah, a procedure penalty. So now the Thunderbirds come out, double wing set, and now in the backfield, a pitch left side. The Thunderbirds getting to the outside. Here comes a nice rush, and it'll be a 1st down. McCraven will rush the ball carrier out of bounds. That time on the carry was Joe Sleddy, his first touch of the game, and Sleddy going to get himself in 1st down territory here all the way up to the 22-yard line. So that's 17 yards and a 1st down. That's a way to get things fired up and revved up here for the Thunderbirds.
You didn't expect them to just give up right away.
No, no, you don't. You sure don't. I mean, come on now. Let's go. McMullen pitches Sleddy left side. He'll cut up. Nice block on the outside. Sleddy going to go ahead and work his way. They're going to say the runner was down. Sleddy had the ball come loose. Cougars were around. It looked like Jacobson and Kritzberger and McCraven were there. But Sleddy's going to pick himself up across the 20-yard line and up to the, we're going to call that the 18-yard line. So, nope, 16-yard line. Maybe 7 yards, 6 yards. 6 yards on 1st down.
I've had a couple plays like that already tonight where the ball comes out just a bit later than the knee going down.
2nd down and 4. Thunderbird football, 2:40 to play, first quarter. Trailing 6-0. Mahnomen-Waubun under center is McMullen. He'll turn, he'll give the ball away, handing it off this time. He'll give to Curtis Mayer up the middle, and Mayer squirts his way across the 15 down to the 11, 5 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down is the second 1st down of the football game for the Thunderbirds, and Mahnomen-Waubun has it 1st and 10 from the Cougar 11-yard line, 2:25 to play, first quarter action. Breaking the huddle, double wing set again for the Thunderbirds. Mayer is the fullback in the veer formation. Turn and hand it off, and Mayer's going to get the handoff on the first read. The give up the middle, cross the 10 to the 9. He'll pick up a couple. 2nd and 8 it'll be. The Thunderbirds had their first drive up, opening kickoff. They muffed the opening kickoff, and the Cougars recovered it. Then their first offensive possession was a turnover on downs as they went for it on 4th down and came up empty-handed. Now they're trying to get on the scoreboard. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Pitch left side to Mayer again. He goes left side. He bounces off a tackle by Kritzberger. Kritzberger ends up bringing him down with McCraven there, but the initial hit actually pushed Mayer ahead there, Mike, and 3rd down and 3 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, the Thunderbirds are kind of finding a groove here offensively. And this is their bread and butter, a few yards at a time, and that veer action.
It's gonna be what it is, and if you don't like it, then stop it. That's the mantra, right? McMullen's under center. He'll turn. He will keep it himself. 1st down. McMullen into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Blake McMullen is into the end zone. For McMullen, it's his 4th rushing score of the season. He ties the game at 6. Blake McMullen on a 6-yard touchdown run right there, giving the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds their first score of the game. A drive that goes 34 yards in 6 plays and ends in the end zone with 1:10 to play first quarter. McMullen in the end zone. Short touchdown run. And will split receivers to the right of the formation. McMullen's going to keep it. 2-point conversion. He is stopped short of the goal line. 2-point conversion fails. And on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, with 1:10 to play first quarter from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, it's Mahnomen-Waubun 6, Ada-Borup-West 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together on an investment strategy for long-term results. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Start by giving me a call at 701-893-5648. I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds have tied the game with the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on a 6-yard touchdown run from Blake McMullen, and it is a 6-6 ball game. Thunderbirds and Cougars all knotted up on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. A 34-yard drive in 6 plays for the Thunderbirds. A squib kick as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars are going to end up jumping and just falling on top of the football there. Looked like the Cougars wanted to get moving on the kick return, but no can do. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West. They'll be back on their own. I'm going to mark it officially at the 20-yard line or the 21. Looks like they're going to put it officially at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10, 80 yards in front of them. We're starting field position for either team here in this game so far. Tied at 6, 1:06 to play first quarter. So from their own 20, Cougars trying to answer the Thunderbirds score, previous possession. McCraven will be in the pistol formation, Fetting behind him. Receiver, 1 to the right, 3 to the left, and it's going to be a pass incomplete. McCraven was rolling to his left that time, Mike, and was looking for Lance Kritzberger downfield, but incomplete pass.
Thunderbirds were able to disrupt the timing of that, and you start running some of these option plays. That timing is highly important.
Not comparing Austin McCraven to Tim Tebow, but I am because he's a left-handed quarterback. And the style of offense, the way they want to run it, is that running pass like Tebow was pretty darn good at when his days in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, you probably watched that documentary on Netflix. What is that?
I haven't. I should, but
either.
I haven't, but I should. 2nd down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West. 1:03 to play in this first quarter. McCraven is in the pistol. He'll take the snap and will look deep. He's got an open man. It's Larson. Wyatt Larson catches it at midfield. He's got 1 to beat down the sideline. Sleddy's going to track him down at the 15-yard line. Looked like a disrupted play from the get-go, or the pump fake worked. That is 55 yards through the air. Austin McCraven to Wyatt Larson. The two that split time at quarterback in week 1 connected there for a big play all the way down to the 15-yard line. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Actually, we're going to have to extend it 56-yard play all the way down to the 14-yard line. 30 seconds to go. Lights are on here at the Johnson Sports Complex under clouds here this evening. McCraven in the pistol formation after the big play at the Thunderbird 14. He'll keep it, cut up the field. McCraven cuts back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. A 14-yard score. McCraven into the end zone, and it's now Ada-Borup-West 12-6, leading Mahnomen-Waubun.
That's a big-time response. Couple big plays for the Cougars there.
Huge, big pass play, and then a rushing touchdown by Austin McCraven. McCraven, his second rushing touchdown of the season, and now has eclipsed 100 yards rushing on the year as well, as the Cougars are going to line up for an extra point kick. This score comes with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter. As it's going to get to McCraven. A 14-yard touchdown run. PAT is coming. Snap, we've got movement early, and it'll be a false start on Ada-Borup-West. They're going to move it back. There was movement on both sides, and determined that the Cougars jumped first there, Mike. You had a pretty good view of it. No arguments, it appears. Cougars will see if they're going to stick with it as they move it back 5 yards here at the penalty. Procedural penalty on the extra point kick. So for Ada-Borup-West, that is their second penalty, 10 yards here in this first half. Now Melting's going to have a lot longer kick. A ball will be spotted now at the 15, so it's a 25-yard extra point kick here into the wind. Snap, spot, kick is going to be blocked by the Thunderbirds and blocked by Tanner Steck. So extra point kick fails, and on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 12, Mahnomen-Waubun 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Well, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars answer the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. 3 plays, 80 yards, and one of those plays was a 56-yard connection from McCraven to Larson, and then McCraven on a 14-yard touchdown run gives Ada-Borup-West a 12-6 lead over Mahnomen-Waubun with 19 seconds to play in the first quarter as we welcome you back to Johnson Sports Complex on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The Cougars will have it teed up and will kick it into the wind. It's going to be a pooch kick that'll be fallen on by the Thunderbirds, jumping up and hanging on to it that time for Mahnomen-Waubun was number 30, Tyler Shinburn, coming up big there to hang on to that one. And you always kind of wonder about that ball when it's you got the opposing team coming barreling down on you, Mike, and you got to kind of elevate for that. Tyler Shinburn grabs that one.
Great play for Tyler there. It kind of makes me wonder, certain levels of football have different rules where you can fair catch a ball like that, and I don't even know what the high school rule is, to be honest.
There are, and you could do it. It's just done so rarely that, I don't even know if it's really taught that you could do that. But you can. It's still within the rules. On first down, the give, actually it's a keep again here. This is going to be McMullen diving ahead across the 34-yard line, 35 up to the 37, they'll say he reaches, and that will likely be the last play of this first quarter. They can officially mark it at the 37. So McMullen will get 3 yards on first down, and that's how our first quarter comes to a close. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars lead the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds 12-6 after 1 quarter of play at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. We're back after this on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Well, it is 12-6 after one quarter of play. Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun high school football. I'm Kevin Kochman. Mike Erickson joins on the sidelines tonight. Kaylin back in the studios. KRJB and Sarah Aarons here on yourliveevent.com with the camera work here. As Ada-Borup-West leads Mahnomen-Waubun. Mahnomen-Waubun football to start the second quarter. And the first play of the second quarter is a run. Mahnomen-Waubun gives to Curtis Mayer, who gets across the 40 and up towards midfield. They're going to put him right at the 50-yard line. If so, that's 14 yards and a cloud of dust. It's a first down for the Thunderbirds. And a nice run by Curtis Mayer, getting some lead blocks to the outside there, Mike.
Yeah, definitely a very physical play that led to some good yardage.
A first down, and that is first down number 3 for the Thunderbirds. They're going to be at midfield as we are just underway in the second quarter of play. Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun 12-6. Mayer is the back. Two wings are set. McMullen keeps it himself, going to go left side with it, and he's going to rumble over the top of Cameron Spaeth. Lowered the shoulder. McMullen going to pick up yardage on first down. They're going to get him up to the 47-yard line. It looks like they'll maybe mark it 47. Yes, so a gain of 3 on first down for Blake McMullen. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds turned the ball over on down, scored a touchdown, and now this is their third drive of the football game, and they're in Cougar territory at the 47. Thunderbirds will come out with a double wing set, one back in the backfield. McMullen pitches to that back after feeling the blitz. Good read there by the quarterback. Mayer going to go left side, and he's brought down by Cameron Spaeth as he brings him down to the sideline on the Cougars side. They're going to push him out at the 42-yard line, gaining 5, and it'll be a third down upcoming for the Thunderbirds. Curtis Mayer gaining 5 more yards for Mahnomen-Waubun, and now down to the 42. It is a third down upcoming, third and a couple. Need to get to the 40-yard line. Thunderbirds will huddle up, now break that huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. On third down, double wings are set. McMullen turns. He'll fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he's going to be close to the line of close to the yard to gain. He's brought down by Ada-Borup-West's Amos Facino, and they're going to mark him right at the 40. That's a first down, so a nice stretch there by Blake McMullen to get the first down. 2 yards for McMullen and a first down. It's the fourth first down for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. 5-play drive now, as Coach McCraven down on the field for Ada-Borup-West, the defensive coordinator, hollering out the signals. Mahnomen-Waubun will huddle up, and a first down and 10. Ball is spotted at the 40-yard line. 10:15 to play second quarter. Cougars lead at 12-6. Thunderbirds will send receiver to the right side of the formation. Split all the way out as Easton Bevins. I formation this time, and the give is to the first man through. Not much happening that time for the Thunderbirds. A carry for Sleddy. Sleddy kind of just trudged his way forward. Maybe a yard on the play there, Mike. It'll be 2nd and 9. Not much doing that time for the Thunderbirds.
No, but it's definitely part of their style. Grind it out and hit some guys hard, and they'll probably be able to do it longer than most teams that they play the whole year.
That's the case through 2 weeks for sure. Double wings are set, one back in the backfield. Pitch that, and it'll be a handoff that goes the way of Curtis Mayer, who stretches it outside. Mayer to the 38, about a yard there. And, you know, Coach Clark at the pregame conversation talked about being dinged up. And last week, a physical game with Polk County West. Both teams were dinged up after it. And that may impact certain players' use throughout the game here tonight for the Thunderbirds.
Certainly, and especially in I think this last play, Lance Kritzberg is flying around there like crazy, and hitting some guys pretty hard.
Very physical play out there tonight between these two squads. Double wings are set, right side hash, third down and 8 it is for the Thunderbirds. Back to pass, McMullen feels the pressure from Jacobson, delivers a pass, and it is tipped, and it is intercepted by the Cougars. Austin McCraven picks it off, and he's down at the 37-yard line. An interception gives the Cougars a first down and 10, and another turnover here tonight.
Well, you know, Bo Jorgensen, currently playing football at Mayville State.
He is.
He would always say Austin McCraven is the clutchest guy he knows.
He did say that. Does say that. And that ball was tipped in the air, Mike, and it was picked off by McCraven. It happens with 8:45 to go in the second quarter. McCraven with an interception, and now McCraven and the Cougars will have the football, first down and 10, their first drive of the second quarter. And they'll have it at the Thunderbird 37. On their own 37. Beg your pardon. Craven and the Cougars will come out. Again, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left of the formation. 1 back behind him in that formation is Fetting, and they throw kind of a bubble pass there to Cameron Spaeth, and he is popped by the Thunderbirds. Coming up with a big hit there is Brody Lutka. He makes a big play for the Thunderbirds. Number 1 tackler for Mahnomen-Waubun, the sophomore, Mike, 6'1", 220.
I was just going to say, that is a big boy.
Lutka has some beef to him, and he brings a pop. The pass completion is for 2 yards on first down. That's a second catch by Cameron Spaeth, totaling 7 yards in tonight's football game. Cougars will break the huddle. And from the 39-yard line of their own, 8 minutes to play in this second quarter. They lead by 6 and are trying to get points off turnovers in this drive. McCraven steps up, now will launch a pass down the sidelines, and it is caught. Making the catch, leaping, is Cameron Spaeth to the end zone. Touchdown, Ada-Borup-West. There's whistles down, or there's flags down and whistles being blown. Did he go beyond the line of scrimmage is, I think, the conversation the officials are having. The pass, the quarterback pass.
Could potentially be linemen downfield, too.
That's also possible. And Coach Tingham getting the call, and this is coming back. This is going to come back. Illegal man downfield. So illegal man downfield is going to be a penalty from the line of scrimmage and walk it back here on the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. A 5-yard penalty, but in the end, Mike, this is really a 61-yard penalty and a touchdown removed from the scoreboard on the air by the Cougars.
Yeah, that was a big-time competitive play by Spaeth. He
jumped up and got it, didn't he?
That was a battle of wills there, and he had more will to go catch that ball.
That was a big play. Big play that's erased because of the penalty, legal man downfield. So it is going to be now a 2nd and 13. That might have maxed out the distance that McCraven's going to throw the football in the air, too.
McCraven has a pretty good arm.
He does. 2 receivers to the right, a wing to the right of the formation. 2nd and 13 now from the 34-yard line. Back to pass, McCraven going to look deep again. They're going to go right back to it. This is caught, and streaking down the sideline is Charles Shaw to the end zone. 66 yards for the score.
Well, why not try it again?
Go do this, yeah. I guess, right?
Worked last time.
You may as well try it. Just a different guy that time. Charles Shaw goes to the house. And the Cougars will answer a score, points off a turnover. And how big of a key, was that? Coach Clark said so in a pregame show. He can't turn the ball over, and the Cougars are making him pay right now. 7:39 to play in the second quarter. And it was McCraven to Shaw, 66-yard touchdown pass. Cougars will break the huddle, and they're going to go for 2 here. They are 0 for 2 on extra point attempts from Sam Melting. McCraven in the pistol formation. He'll get the snap from Tenehill. He'll keep it left side, look for a block, gets it from Fetting now. McCraven has to get through. He'll pitch it late. Can he do that? He pitches it. They end up in the end zone. I say, can he do it? He pitched it to Luke Finney, who gets in for the 2-point conversion.
That is awesome.
Don't know that you draw that one up like that, but
that is playground football.
Exactly. And on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 6 on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Well, the two-point conversion is good. Fighting off a sneeze here. It was a lateral to Luke Finney. He gets into the end zone. And Mike, it wasn't. Was it the last time we wasn't the last time we were together, but we road trip to Warroad last year when Ada-Borup-West went to take on the Warroad Warriors, and Luke Finney was taking film in the booth with us that night.
That's right. And
now he's scoring two-point conversions.
I was telling you off air, I'm not surprised Luke's in the middle of that. He is a playmaker. He's a guy that, whatever sport it is, like football, whatever, baseball, I want a bat in his hand. I want the ball in his hand. He's a dude.
And Mike Erickson down on the sidelines joining us. Mike is the Ada-Borup-West baseball coach, if you had a chance. And you might see him officiating a basketball game or two as well. Now he's joining on the sidelines for this evening in the high school football broadcast as the Cougars will kick it away. Thunderbirds going into the wind. Ada-Borup-West tees it up, and it will be a one-hop bounce. Thunderbird's going to have to jump on top of it. Looked like it was kind of mishandled back there again. Zach Zimma will jump on top of it. And limited return for the Thunderbirds. They are short of the 30-yard line. Going to put it at the 28, first and 10.
That time it was Sam Melton kicking it away.
It was. Okay, so they moved Sam into the kickoff duties. From their own 28, the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds will have it first down and 10. 7:36 to play in the second quarter. It is Cougars leading the Thunderbirds 20-6 here tonight at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Cougars defensively with 5 down linemen today, and they'll change that from time to time, but 5 down linemen is the main focus of their defensive formation. Thunderbirds coming out with the double wing set, 2 tight ends. They give this time and nowhere to go. Cougars coming in. Kritzberger there. Facino was in the mix that time, and also Wyatt Larson, one of the smaller defensive linemen in the district. No gain on the play as the give that time went to number 9 of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, that, of course, being Curtis Mayer. 2nd and 10 coming from their own 28-yard line for the Thunderbirds. 7:10 remains in this first half of football. Thunderbirds break the huddle. McMullen is under center. Double wings are set. Mayer is the back behind McMullen. Turn, pitch right side. Sleddy going to be tripped up in the backfield. Cougars snuffed it out. Fetting. Let's see, Kritzberger, and also in the mix that time for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars was Jackson Miller. And, Mike, we saw Jackson Miller on the second team a bunch last year for the Cougars, and he's finding ways to make plays on the varsity field tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely a linebacker type. He's got that type of mentality. He's, like I said, total playmaker there. And we were saying that about him last year, and looking forward to his future.
Yeah, fun to see Jackson Miller out there. Miller for the Cougars at 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. Now timeout on the field, and we'll take it as well. 6:28 to play in this second quarter on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It's Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 6. High school football on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Freedom Fuel, timeout, the fastest pumps in town, Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada, and don't forget about the pet wash as well. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds and Ada-Borup-West Cougars, second quarter of football, 6:28 to play in the second quarter. It's 20-6, Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun. Seeing the Cougars celebrating, cheering, and kind of being exuberant on the field reminds me of the conversation Coach John Clark Jr. had last week after the Polk County West victory for Mahnomen-Waubun, and talking about that same thing, the cheering, the good teamwork by the Thunderbirds. Is back to pass. McMullen with a pump fake, now looking deep. His intended target down the field. He was looking for Tanner Steck, and it's an incomplete pass, but it brings up third down now. I should say brings up fourth down here for the Thunderbirds at their own 28. But, two teams that seem to really, be good teammates to each other out there tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And, obviously things are going the way of Ada-Borup-West, and it's a lot easier to be energetic when things are going your way.
No doubt about it. Thunderbirds in punt formation. Steck will be doing the punting. Ada-Borup-West sending Brennan Fetting back to receive, and we got a flag down. Fetting is coming up. He's going to let it hop, and it'll take a Thunderbird bounce all the way to the 40.5-yard line, we'll say, but there's a flag down on the Cougars side of the field, back near the line of scrimmage. Official's going to talk about it here a little bit and have a quick conversation and make a decision on this. Now they're coming over to talk to Coach Tingham. The officials chatting. We'll get the call from the white hat official here tonight. Procedure penalty on the Thunderbirds, and they will go ahead and decline the penalty. So Cougars will take it where it is. Ball will be at the 40-yard line, first down and 10. 6:11 to play second quarter. Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 6. The Cougars have the momentum as even the opening kickoff, Thunderbirds fumbled the opening kickoff, and the Cougars were able to jump on top of it. It turned into a turnover on downs, but I think that provided some confidence in an early spark, Mike, that has really led Ada-Borup-West to the lead that they have right now.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely been a game of momentum.
From their own 40, Cougar first down and 10. Two receivers right, one to the left of the formation, and a man in motion. And now it's going to be McCraven. Nowhere to go. Look at the Thunderbird defense coming up strong there. As nowhere to go, tackle made from that linebacker spot coming in and making a play there was Curtis Mayer among other Thunderbirds. McCraven goes down, a loss on the play. Loss of 4, second and 14.
Dawson Darko was also in on that play.
Dawson Darko, his dad, Tyler, was a football teammate of mine, and he was a dude out there, and his boy Dawson also is a dude out there in the football field. Great to see it. 74, Dawson Darko, a senior. Yeah, 6'3", 225, just like Dad. I don't think Tyler ever got to 225. Should have, but he had a great metabolism. McCraven will throw a pass, incomplete. He was looking for Kritzberger. It was a little high at the 40-yard line. Good coverage there again by the Thunderbirds too. You had 50 in on the plays there. Looked like looking at the right roster here. Lex McDougall kind of jumped out on coverage that time. So third down upcoming here for Ada-Borup-West. 5:24 to play second quarter. It is 20-6. Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun. Cougars breaking the huddle will come out to the 37-yard line where it is third down and 14. Spaeth is the receiver, bottom of the screen on yourliveevent.com. It's to the right of the formation. McCraven, two backs with him in the pistol. Two receivers left. Back to pass, the lefty McCraven, feeling, throwing over the middle, passes, bobbled and picked off by the Thunderbirds at the 50-yard line. And running down the sidelines, cutting back now, Sleddy, all the way down inside the 30 to the 25-yard line, and we'll see if this can spark the Thunderbirds.
I always talk about it from a coaching standpoint, especially, all sports, but high school sports. It's so much a momentum game, and when you can capitalize on mistakes, things of that nature.
Big return by Sleddy all the way down to the 25, where Mahnomen-Waubun will have it first down and 10 as they head towards the north end zone and try to build something here ahead of halftime. First interception, first turnover of the game for the Cougars, and from the Ada-Borup-West 25, it's first down and 10 Thunderbirds. McMullen will pitch left side. They'll give it to Sleddy. He gets through one tackler. He tries to hurdle over another. He's shoestring tackled, brought down. Tate Jacobson's in the mix there for the Cougars. McCraven also makes a stop, ball up to the 21, and so 4 yards on first down for the ball carrier, Sleddy. Sleddy picking up 4, and we have a second down and 6. 4:45 to play before halftime. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading Mahnomen-Waubun 20-6. Thunderbirds quarterback keeper for McMullen. His first read he didn't give, and then he decided to go on the back side of it, and he gets across the 20. So a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 after a gain of about a yard to the 20-yard line. McMullen carries, dives ahead. The lone score from Mahnomen-Waubun came on a McMullen 6-yard touchdown run. They actually put him at the 19-yard line. So we'll give McMullen 2 yards official, and about 3rd down and 5 it is. Needs to get to the 15. Double wing set. McMullen keeps it. Fakes on the give and goes right side behind the right guard, Jamison Donner, and he's slowed down at the 17, so he's going to get a yard, maybe 2, and it'll be 4th down and 3.
Lucas Mertz was in on that. Mason Larson, Lance Kritzberger.
They put him officially at the 18, it looks like. So, okay, it was McMullen for a yard. It is a huge play right now.
Leverage play right now.
Oh, big time for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds after an interception. You want to get this one, extend the drive. 3:24 to play in the first half. Back to pass, McMullen looks over the middle, pass is incomplete. Looking for the old tight end look-in. They were trying to find Carter Clark, and McMullen overthrew. It was incomplete, and that's how the drive ends for Mahnomen-Waubun, unable to capitalize on the turnover. So, a turnover on downs gives Ada-Borup-West the football on their own 18-yard line with 3:19 to play in the second quarter. Time to dial up the focus, and of course, Focus in the Game is brought to you by Valley Vision Clinic. Enjoy spectacular savings at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. You can save more when you buy more, as you certainly can take advantage of the deal through the end of September. Valley Vision Clinic, excellence, experiments, and complete care. Save more and purchase your eyewear at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada through September. 1st and 10. Picking up the focus here in a pitch left side. There's Brennan Fetting, and he's going to be close to a 1st down as he got to the outside, crosses the 20, and up to the 25-yard line. A gain of 7, make it 8. He gets to the 21-yard line.
Number 10, Mike Weaver was able to jump on Fetting's back to bring him down.
I said the 21. I meant the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Lock it up.
Yeah, 8 yards. I got 8 yards to 8 yards to Brennan Fetting on the carry. And it'll be 2nd down and 2. Just under 3 minutes to play before halftime, and at halftime we'll hear from the coaches. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union, so stick around for that. Going to be receivers split for the Cougars. McCraven is in the pistol formation on a 2nd and 2. He'll swing one out. This is going to be to Cameron Spaeth. Cameron stretches, makes the catch, and he stretches ahead to the 31-yard line. It'll be 5 yards and a 1st down.
That was an athletic catch.
Absolutely was. Got big, made the play. 4th 1st down for Ada-Borup-West here in the football game. It's been Cougars leading on the scoreboard. Thunderbirds unable to take advantage of the opportunity they had here in the previous drive with an interception. Got down deep into Cougar territory, and they go with a turnover on downs. And the turnover game has been a difference, as it was expected to be tonight in the pregame keys to the game. Receivers each way for Ada-Borup-West. And now timeout taken by the Cougars. 2:06 to play in the first half on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It's Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Halstead Living Center Auxiliary invites you to join them for a potato dumpling dinner Wednesday, September 27th. The dinner will be served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the LRC in Halstead. The cost for the meal is $15 for adults, $7 for ages 12 and under. Individual dumplings are available for a cost of $4 each. Takeout dinners will be available. Enjoy a great potato dumpling meal and visit with your neighbors and friends during the Halstead Living Center Potato Dumpling Dinner, Wednesday, September 27th, served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Halstead LRC.
20-6, Ada-Borup-West leads Mahnomen-Waubun, and out of the timeout from Freedom Fuel, Ada-Borup-West up the field, and on a 1st down and 10, McCraven keeps it himself. He's bottled up at the 40. He's going to get 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards for McCraven up the gut on that first down carry. Now, timeouts again were brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine, the car wash on Highway 9 in Ada, home of the fastest pumps in town. Minute 40 to go, second quarter. McCraven's in the pistol formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, back to pass. Firing left, it's going to be incomplete. A low pass was looking again for Cameron Spaeth, and it was near midfield. It'll come up incomplete, and it'll be make it third down and a yard, but the clock stops with 1:30 to go, and I believe Ada-Borup-West and Mahnomen-Waubun each have 2 timeouts remaining in this first half.
There's some pressure coming from the left side that rushed McCraven.
And throw was a little low looking for Cameron Spaeth there near midfield on a comeback route. Third down and a yard at the 40-yard line. Cougars send Spaeth to the right. Shaw is going to be split way left. Wing in the near sideline and 2 backs in the pistol along with McCraven. Fumble the football. Ball is loose, and it looks like 3 Thunderbirds are there, and Mahnomen-Waubun is going to find a way to turn the Cougars over. Mahnomen-Waubun with a fumble recovery off of a botched handoff there.
Oh, another chance for the Thunderbirds here to score before halftime.
This comes with 1:27 to go in the second quarter. A fumble. So a fumble. 2 turnovers for the Cougars in the last 2 drives, and now they'll be at the Ada-Borup-West 37-yard line. Thunderbirds have good field position here, and we'll go for it. 1:27 to go in this second quarter. We'll try to get on the board before halftime, as Ada-Borup-West will receive the second half kickoff. Mahnomen-Waubun sending receivers out to the right, and we get flagged down before the players are to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is.
Legal substitution.
Legal substitution, so had too many out there, send them back, and so, yeah. 5-yard penalty is not the way that the Thunderbirds had drawn it up, but to the 42-yard line is where they'll have it first and 15 now. That, Mike, is the 3rd penalty of the football game for just 10 yards from the Thunderbirds tonight. 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left from Mahnomen-Waubun, and 1 back in the backfield, wing to the right. McMullen going to fire a pass. It's caught by Carter Clark out to the left side. He's up to the 30-yard line. And Clark going to pick up, maybe move him to the 29, 13 yards on first down. And Carter Clark, that's the first completed pass for Mahnomen-Waubun in this football game. 2nd down and 3, and now the officials are getting quickly to the line of scrimmage, telling us to halt things. And now they're going to let us go. Run that clock. The official says. Here's the play. Back to pass. McMullen looks right side. He's going to fire a pass, and it is caught. Sleddy makes the catch inside the 20-yard line. Sleddy all the way down to the 17-yard line there. So that is going to be a 13-yard connection and a first down. Sleddy, a 13-yard connection from McMullen and a first down. Thunderbirds ball. And they're going to put him at the 16-yard line. First down and 10, just under a minute to play in this first half. Thunderbirds trying to get momentum and score before halftime. McMullen under center. He'll pitch right side. This will be Mayer. Curtis Mayer puts it down inside the 10-yard line. Curtis Mayer, they're going to get him down to the 8. It's an 8-yard gain. 2nd down. Curtis Mayer turned it upfield, Mike, and put some speed there, too. Lowered the shoulder at the end for a little power.
Yeah, Lucas Mertz came up limping for the Cougars.
And that's a hole on the defense for Ada-Borup-West. Mahnomen-Waubun sends 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and we've got whistles and a timeout. Timeout taken by Ada-Borup-West. With 31 seconds to play before halftime on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it is the Ada-Borup-West Cougars 20, Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
And we're back here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com out of our timeouts from Freedom Fuel and Shine, Highway 9, 8 of the fastest pumps in town. Gas, diesel fuel at the pumps, plus easy on, easy off from the highway. Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. Thrivent Financial broadcast booth where we're set up tonight at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Build a legacy and leave a legacy. Thrivent Financial, Laura Tweeton, Ada, and in Ulen. Mahnomen-Waubun, 2nd down and 4 at the 10-yard line with 30 seconds to play first half. McMullen's going to give, and the carry up the middle is Curtis Mary, stopped by the Cougars defense. Ada-Borup-West's Lucas Mertz back in the field and brings him down. It's a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayer going to gain 2 on the play.
What's your knowledge of the Thunderbird kicking game?
Well, let's do a dig. You mentioned Dave Peterson a little bit ago.
Of course.
And a deep dive tells you that they have not attempted an extra point nor a field goal. And there's a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 26 seconds remains in the half. A 3rd down for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, deep in Cougar territory when we come back on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
Back out of the timeout from Freedom Fuel, Thunderbirds hustled to the line of scrimmage. McMullen went down in the backfield, brought down by the Cougars, a sack on the play. It was 3rd down and 3, and back to the 16-yard line. So a loss of 8 yards on the play. McMullen brought down by the Cougars up front. Some pressure again, Mike, that we saw out there, and Ada-Borup-West comes up with a big sack. It'll be 4th and 10.
That was Tate Jacobson reaching the quarterback.
Tate Jacobson did it. Well, that's just I believe if I see the statistics correct, that is the 2nd sack of the season for Ada-Borup-West defense. So, updating things here as our timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel. Freedom Fuel and Shine, Highway 9 in Ada. The sack there, Tate Jacobson. The sack here in the 2nd quarter. McMullen loses 8 there, and it is 4th and 10 now from the 16. 17 seconds remain in the first half, and Mahnomen-Waubun trying to capitalize on a Cougar turnover again. They didn't do so previous drive, and now they're trying to do so here. 4th and 10 at the Cougar 16. Down 20-6. McMullen is under center. The sophomore quarterback barking out the signals. He'll turn. He'll have to step up in the pocket. Gets away from a defender. Now rolling to his right, calling his set shots. He throws. Pass is caught right near the sticks. Sleddy makes the catch, and they have him at a 1st down. Great play. Great connection. Time running out here in the first half.
McCraven nearly knocked that out, but Sleddy was just barely able to make that catch.
That was a great play, great catch now. It is quickly to the line of scrimmage here. Got 9 seconds to play, and we're going to get a timeout, I do believe, huh? Or are they just setting the chains here? They put the ball at the 6-yard line.
I think they spiked it.
Okay, a spike.
I didn't see that. The Cougars are claiming that that the Thunderbirds were not set.
Oh.
So there's a lot of commotion going on here.
All right. Well, the officials said it was good, and that's what we do. We play by the rules, right, Mike? Play by the rules.
You can only call what you see.
That's right. And it was a spike. So 2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. And a timeout now taken by the Cougars. Timeout Ada-Borup-West. And on the the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's 20-6 Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Back out of the timeout from Freedom Fuel, Highway 9, Ada. Freedom Fuel with the car wash and the pet wash. And the convenience items and vending machines 24 hours plus ice.
All right, there has been a change. It is first down because what happened was Thunderbirds tried to run a play before the clock stopped or something. I don't know exactly the details there, but it's first down.
It is first down. Okay, well, and it's a first down connection to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. 5-yard pass play. McMullen over the middle finds Tanner Steck in the end zone. And the Thunderbirds strike with 6 seconds to play before halftime. A 5-yard touchdown pass to Tanner Steck gives the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds a score right before halftime, and that's exactly what the Thunderbirds needed. Scores happened with 6 seconds to go, and that is McMullen to Steck. 5-yard touchdown pass, and for Blake McMullen, through the air, that is his second touchdown pass of the season and his career. Throwing for the 2-point conversion, it is good, and it's caught by Lutka. He's a tight end on the offensive side, and he scores, and there's a point after touchdown. It comes a 2-point conversion, and on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14, 6 seconds to play before halftime on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
At the junction of Highway 59 and 200, you'll enjoy a stop at Pump 24 Corner Market. Gas and diesel islands are available 24 hours for all vehicles. In the Corner Market, you'll find convenience foods, grocery, hot stuff subs and wraps, pizzas, salads, and more, including the Plump 24 roasted chicken. You can add mashed potatoes and extras for the full meal. Hot coffee is always available every day at Pump 24 Corner Market in Mahnomen. At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District.
Kick is away, and it actually goes. Did I see that right? Did it go out of bounds?
It went out of bounds.
It did. Okay. The booth it's getting kind of dark. There's a lot of shadows out here today.
There might be 2 flags on this play.
I see flags multiple places.
Right.
Let's get the officials to tell us what's going on out there. I thought the kick went out of bounds, which is a normal procedural penalty.
Right. There's also one in the area of like an offsides.
So we'll see. The guy that wears the white hat tells us what's going on, and he is conferring with many on the field. Our head referee tonight is Scott Nielsen. This is the Nielsen crew that's out there, by the way. And they're explaining to Coach Paul Tingham. He likes to get explanations. And now they're having more conversations, and they're going to re-kick. I'm going to say I think they're just going to say procedural penalty here, but now the officials are having more conversations. I like to, if we could, if only we knew what they were saying. Those are some of my favorite things to do.
Well, we got the new scoreboard out here. Maybe we should have hooked the refs up with a microphone system.
Field mics would have been great out here. I don't know where's Kenley on that,
I'm sure it's in the budget.
It's got to be there somewhere, but nonetheless, nice looking scoreboard. And now we're going to get the procedural penalty. So all that just to tell us the procedural penalty. I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff going on when there's 2 penalties.
But and you got to talk about it. You got to think about it. And then
you got to decide which one you're going to take.
You got to put it together, and you got to weigh the pros and cons. Get a pros and cons list going. Right side, left side, which is stronger. The whole thing. It's just a process. And the process is a procedural penalty against the Thunderbirds. So move it back 5, and they're going to re-kick it. 5th penalty against Mahnomen-Waubun. 4th penalty against Mahnomen-Waubun in the first half. Thunderbirds scoring on a McMullen to Steck touchdown, and now it is an end-over-end kick that will go back to the 19-yard line, and it's returned here by Ada-Borup-West. McCraven is going to get across the 30, and he's brought down, and that'll be the end of the first half of football, and we're going to get some halftime coaches' comments for you in just a moment. So, Sarah, I'll have you kind of look for Mike. He should be on, I believe, the Thunderbirds sidelines, if I'm not mistaken. Mike, am I right there? You're on the Thunderbirds sidelines right now?
Yeah, I'm behind a bunch of white jerseys right now.
Okay, there's Mike. He's going to be, they're going to kind of catch up over here to the left there, Sarah. Halftime coaches' comments coming up in just a moment as Mike Erickson's going to be catching up with John Clark Jr. of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds here as Mike's walking across the field. There he is. Yep. We'll get some halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org, as we'll have coaches' comments here to get to our halftime report. The halftime report will be brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14, and that's the score. And down on the field, Mike Erickson's got the head coach of the Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr.
Well, John, I wouldn't say everything was perfect in the first half, but you definitely caught some momentum there at the end to score right before the half there. Your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, big score at the end, obviously. Knew they were going to be able to throw the ball on us a little bit, but they're beating us up front. The line of scrimmage is all them. We're on skates going backwards. It felt like we were playing uphill the entire half, and I didn't think that was happening. So hopefully a little attitude adjustment, some technique adjustment, and we can control the line of scrimmage a little better in the second half, because if we don't, I mean, we were lucky to get a score, to be honest. So the game could be worse than it is. Luckily, we hung in there, and it's close at half.
All right, well, good luck to you in the second half, and we'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks, Mike.
That is Mike Erickson down on the field talking with the Ada-Borup-West, or talking with Mahnomen-Waubun football head coach John Clark Jr. Halftime coaches' comments from the United Savings Credit Union. 2 locations in Fargo, 1 in Detroit Lakes, another in Dilworth. UnitedSavingsCU.org. Learn more about becoming a member and unlocking the credit union difference today. It is halftime, brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14 at the half. Halftime stats and breakdown coming up for you on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Freezy Freeze. Would you like chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate or vanilla. That's what we got.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's a really big decision.
It's 2 things.
Yeah, I know, but I can't make these kinds of decisions locally.
If you've talked to a banker recently, you know this conversation isn't really that far-fetched. But at Midwest Bank, we're local people making local decisions locally for the good of locals. Midwest Bank, the local bank. Member FDIC.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Optima Realty Development and Management is your one-stop shop for all of your real estate needs. They cover everything from top to bottom in every transaction. They're a full-service brokerage in Minnesota and North Dakota, a fully licensed developer in Minnesota and North Dakota, and a fully licensed property management company in Minnesota and North Dakota. Let Optima unlock your property's potential. Call 701-936-8167. Optima Realty Development and Management. Let them unlock your property's potential.
Performance Ag west of Borup is locally owned and operated and ready to serve the area farmer. They offer these products for the upcoming season: seed, chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and application services. When we're talking seed from Performance Ag, they'll provide growers with corn, soybean, sunflower, small grain, sugar beet, or other seed that you plant on your farm. Thank you for your business from Performance Ag west of Borup.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
We've reached the halftime report. The halftime report is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. Mike Erickson down on the field there as Ada-Borup-West Booster Club just receiving a donation for the Community Impact from the Community Impact Action Play by Shields. So neat to see that. Ada-Borup-West Booster Club just being given a $1,000 donation as part of a action campaign from Shields. Pretty cool stuff. Here at halftime, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds battling in a matchup of top 10s in the state of Minnesota in Class A football, both unbeatens, and we've had an interesting back and forth to do here. The teams, we're talking about turnovers being impactful here today. Each team with a pair of turnovers. Mahnomen-Waubun has turned it over twice, including on the opening kickoff where the Ada-Borup-West Cougars able to recover it, and Cougars were able to get on the board first here this evening. It was Brendan Fetting on a 6-yard rushing score with 3:33 to play in the first quarter. Came on the second drive of the game. The kick failed, made it 6-0. The Thunderbirds answered with a touchdown when it was McMullen on a 6-yard score. Tie ball game 6-6. And then right before the first quarter ended, McCraven on a 14-yard touchdown run after a big pass play to Charles Shaw. I should say to Wyatt Larson, excuse me. Made it 12-6, end of the first quarter. Thunderbirds trailing. Cougars scored 7:31 to play in the first half. Cougars scored off of a Thunderbird turnover. Cougars scored 2 plays, a 66-yard touchdown pass from McCraven to Shaw. 2-point conversion was good. Luke Finney on a shot that Luke Finney able to catch it on a lateral. 2-point conversion good, made it 20-6. And then just before halftime, the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, after 2 turnovers by the Cougars to end the first half, the Thunderbirds top off a touchdown and a drive that went 7 plays, 37 yards. It was McMullen to Steck on a 5-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion was good, making it 20-14 at the half. And that's our halftime score. The Linfors Agency halftime report. Linfors, your insurance source. Locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Ada, Mahnomen, and Fertile. Linfors halftime show. It is Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14 at halftime. Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Stay tuned. More to come on the halftime report on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
As life starts moving faster and faster, we need to make a choice. To move faster with it, or take a step back and enjoy life's moments. To marvel at the wonders around us, and remember just how beautiful White Earth Reservation can be. With over 1,300 square miles to explore in northern Minnesota, the endless possibilities of White Earth Reservation await you. Live here, work here, explore here. Explore more at whiteearth.com or on Facebook at White Earth Nation.
The Linfors Agency halftime report. Linfors, your insurance source. And at the half, Ada-Borup-West leads Mahnomen-Waubun 20-14. And it's been an entertaining football game here in this contest between the two squads. Mahnomen-Waubun and Ada-Borup-West both 2-0 to start this season. Thunderbirds trailing at halftime 20-14 on the road, taking on Ada-Borup-West. Our first half statistics here this evening for Mahnomen-Waubun. Blake McMullen, 4 of 7 passing, 42 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Easton Bevins had the carry for 4 yards. Joe Sleddy, 5 for 28. Blake McMullen, 9 carries, 14 yards and a touchdown. And Curtis Mayer, 10 carries, 41 yards. 129 yards of offense for the Thunderbirds to my numbers, 87 rushing, 42 passing. Turning it over, as mentioned, 1 time on the ground and 1 time through the air. And 4 penalties for 15 yards. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars at halftime, first half statistics, Austin McCraven is 8 of 15, 159 rushing yards, a touchdown and a pick. Austin McCraven on the ground, 9 carries, 17 yards and a touchdown. Brendan Fetting, 4 carries, 14 yards and a score, and Wyatt Larson, 1 carry for 2 yards in the first half. Charles Shaw with a receiving touchdown of 66 yards. 159 passing, 33 rushing, 192 first half yards for Ada-Borup-West. We'll take a quick timeout. Halftime report from the Linfors Agency. We'll get more halftime coaches' comments when we come back. Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14 at the half. High school football on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
White Earth Enterprises on Highway 59 south of Waubun. Building supplies, office supplies, and a full line of apparel as well. Check out the building supplies with home improvement, building material, appliances, and stuff for the DIY guy. Or maybe it's office supplies you need. And they have a full line of apparel, including a full line of Thunderbird apparel. Stop by White Earth Enterprises. They're on Highway 59 south of Waubun. It's White Earth Enterprises.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
See the all-new Fendt tractor at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. You'll be impressed with this new Fendt tractor. Ask about a demonstration in your field and check out the new trade-ins for tillage equipment. Hey, and just this reminder again, new versatile Delta tracks are arriving. There's 3 spots secured for new versatile Delta track tractors, all going to be at 2023 pricing, saving you thousands of dollars. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
The halftime report is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. More of our halftime coaches' comments now from United Savings Credit Union. Down on the field, Mike Erickson standing by. He's got Nate McCraven, the defensive coordinator for Ada-Borup-West football, in our halftime coaches' comments.
Well, Coach McCraven, things went very well for a while there, and for the most part, should be pretty happy with how the first half went. Obviously, wouldn't like to give up that last score there, but thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, definitely. Our boys have done more than we could ask for as far as matching their physicality. Defensively, we're flying to the ball, making them maybe do a little things that they aren't super, not that they're not good at it, but not that that stuff they don't want to do. So, yeah, that score at halftime, hopefully we can overcome that. We talked about the word adversity here a little bit and how we respond to that. We had some good responses in the first half. Hopefully we keep it going in the second half.
All right, well, good luck to you.
You bet. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Mike. Mike Erickson down on the field with the defensive coordinator for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Nate McCraven. We're trying to find Tinjum. It looks like now he's out there. I don't know where he went, but he went somewhere. I think I see him now, Mike. Is he out?
He showed up right as
yeah.
Nate and I started talking.
Naturally.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's how that goes. Right. Halftime coaches' comments are brought to you by United Savings Credit Union. 2 locations in Fargo, 1 in Detroit Lakes, and another in Dilworth. Now learn the credit union difference. UnitedSavingsCU.org. Stop by, become a member, and unlock the credit union difference today. Halftime report again brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. Turnovers, Mike, in that first half. Turnovers were the key to success, and both teams were able to capitalize eventually off of turnovers. So I wonder how the second half is going to unfold between the Cougars and the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and Coach McCraven did talk about the word adversity, and both teams, I think, felt a bit of that in certain moments. Mahnomen-Waubun was uncomfortable with some of the play that the Cougars were able to execute, and I would honestly say that the Cougars probably felt the same way, especially in certain moments at the end of the second quarter.
So we're going to see how this second half unfolds as we get ready for the second half of football. A halftime report brought to you by the Linfors Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Ada, Mahnomen, and Fertile. Linfors, your insurance source. From the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth, we talked to Laura Tweeten today. Set up a college savings account. Learn more, Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial in Ada and in Ulen. As we get ready for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Marcusson Accounting Service, Doug Marcusson, Marcusson Accounting Service in Ada, 784-6002. The Thunderbirds will kick it right to left with a wind. Into the wind they kick it. The Cougars will receive at the 20-yard line, and on the return, McCraven is going to cut back left side and now will be brought down near the middle of the field across the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Cougars lead on the scoreboard 20-14 and begin the second half with the football at their own 32 officially. Ada-Borup-West offensively had success through the air. First half, 159 yards passing, just 33 rushing. See if they even some of that or level it out a little bit. But judging by statistics, Mike, as Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson down on the sidelines, the Cougars are a passing team. So I think that's about the number that they would like to see so far.
Well, and where you look at your senior leadership, you have a lot of skilled guys there that can make plays, and a junior in Austin McCraven that does a nice job of getting the ball to him.
McCraven in the pistol, turned and will hand the ball off on first down. Brennan Fetting comes to the near sideline, cuts back. Brennan Fetting bounces off a tackler, crosses the 40-yard line, and Fetting, quick dash to the 45, 13 yards on first down, and picks up a first down. So they go to the ground. That's not uncommon for them to start something off that way, but a nice run. Ball to the 45. Officials actually drying off the football. Do we have a little dew developing out there, Mike?
Oh, well, let me check here. It's not that bad.
Okay, well,
maybe it's bad on the crown.
Oh, it might be. You have to check the crown out here when you cross over.
Different elevations.
I'm disappointed you didn't check the crown on your way over there.
You're right.
Dave Dahl is disappointed, too, with the field condition report from D&D Mowing, but it looks good. But, yeah, they're just checking it out. That might be the case. Tannehill's is the center. He'll look to snap the ball. Pistol formation, McCraven from the near side hash. He'll turn and fake the handoff. Quarterback draw this time. And he'll cross the 40-yard line up to the 45, up to the 47-yard line. Actually going to give him to the 48, so gain of 3, second and 7. I always wonder sometimes when the officials come and spot the ball, because sometimes it gets to be a little nonchalant as they make their way up there. But 48-yard line is where they put it. I've not been an official for football, so I don't know the proper protocol, Mike.
I guess I have not technically either.
Yeah, technically.
That's some JV, junior high stuff. That's fun.
Not the big dogs, though.
No.
McCraven will be in the pistol formation, receivers each way. 10:30 to play in this third quarter. Cougars lead it 20-14 over Mahnomen-Waubun, and the handoff goes. But guess what? Mahnomen-Waubun read it, and that is Curtis Mayer making the tackle in the backfield. Nowhere to go for Brennan Fetting. In fact, a loss back to the 45. So losing 3, third and long for the Cougars.
Yeah, good defense there by the Thunderbirds. And by the way, Kevin,
yes.
The big reason I haven't gotten into officiating football is there's not a lot of guys in Norman County doing it.
Really?
Or I'd have to drive to Red Lake Falls.
You'd have to
Detroit
get into those
Lakes.
different associations. Right, that makes sense.
It's a lot driving by yourself.
Well,
so if there are 4 other guys in the area that want to do it, we should talk.
We certainly have a need for officiating in our region, so call Mike. Let's get it underway. There's a PSA for us. Back to pass McCraven on 3rd down and 9 for the Cougars. He'll throw a screen to Brennan Fetting. He's got a space. 45-40. Cuts across the Thunderbird side of the field, and he goes down the sideline, tripped up. Steck brings him down inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. So a little razzle-dazzle, couple of nice blocks downfield, and got ourselves a 45-yard screen pass on 3rd and 9 and a first down.
Yeah, that was huge. Fetting's just a slippery runner. We mentioned earlier, he's not going to necessarily run you over all the time, and I think he could. I think he has that in him, but he is He's slippery. I mean,
he's one of the Fetting brothers.
Right.
I mean, they
When
fight
you
over
get-
the last chicken breast at the meal. You know,
Right.
it's part of the deal.
Right. You got to defend yourself.
You got to defend yourself. He's not going to let people run. That was a great play by Brendan Fetting and good blocks downfield by the Cougars. And they'll have a first down and goal at the 10. McCraven keeps himself, goes left, cuts back, is bottled up by the Thunderbirds. Nowhere to go there as Lutka in the mix, along with also out there for the Thunderbirds. Getting in on the tackle there was number 9, Curtis Mayer.
Yeah, the Thunderbirds did a good job of bottling up the outside there and forcing McCraven back in.
And they were there too. So it's actually a loss of a yard for McCraven on the carry. And it'll be now second down and goal at the 11-yard line. 8:35 to play in this third quarter. It's Ada-Borup-West 20, Mahnomen-Waubun 14. Cougars on the first drive of the second half. They'll send receivers each way. Spaced, bottom of the screen if you're watching on yourliveevent.com, the right of the formation. Pistol formation, McCraven. Lefty, back to pass. Feels in trouble. He's bottled up again. Ball came loose late. Thunderbirds have the football, and are they saying it's going to be Thunderbird football? They came out of it with the ball. They do! That's a turnover, and that's a big-time play by the Thunderbird defense, taking the ball away as McCraven was bottled up. They force a fumble, and it is Thunderbird football and a big turnover.
Definitely a big turnover.
That's a fumble by Ada-Borup-West. It happens here with 8:13 to go third quarter. And so that is a fumble. The pressure got to him, and it was the Thunderbirds there. So from their own 14-yard line, Mahnomen-Waubun football. Down 6. 8:13 to go third quarter. And a pitch outside. Big tackle made by the Cougars on the Thunderbird ball carrier that time as pitch went to Bevins, and Bevins was smacked there. As going to be a gain of a couple up to the 16-yard line, 2nd and 8.
We talked pregame a bit about if the other turnovers and giving the team a short field. We didn't really talk about turnovers in the way that you prevent the other team from scoring in the red zone.
No, that was huge. That was a big-time play, and now the Thunderbirds are facing 2nd and 8 from their own 16-yard line. Quarterback McMullen on the give. Sleddy, he goes aerial on it and is going to be brought down. Kritzberger, Facino mixed in there. Also in on the tackle there for Ada-Borup-West, 59, Austin Dryden, as Sleddy's going to jump ahead to the 17. He gets a yard on the play. Not much doing on that read from the veer. Went down the left side, be the odd numbers. Looks like the 7 hole that time. Comes up short. A gain of a yard. So that brings up third down now. 3rd and 7 from the 17. Receivers split each way. Back to pass. McMullen looks right. Pass is caught, and it should be a first down for the Thunderbirds. Lutka makes the catch, and he is a big guy to bring down. We talked about that. Lutka comes in. That's Brody Lutka. He makes the catch up to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 and a first down. Lutka, when he makes the catch, 220 pounds, big body to bring down, is not an easy guy to go.
No, and Lance gave him a run for his money. That was a pretty big hit.
There's guys are not afraid of physicality. McMullen to Brody Lutka. First down, Thunderbirds, and now on first down they will give up the middle. And not a lot going that time, but Bevins does get across the 30. He's going to get to the 31, a gain of 5. In fact, Bevins turns a little bit of something there because he kept the feet going.
That was Austin Dryden getting in on the tackle.
Austin Dryden helping bring down the ball carrier Bevins. It'll be a 2nd and 5. Look at the pace of the Thunderbirds, too. Quick to the line of scrimmage now. Just got a little pep in their step after that pass completion to Lutka. They go 3 backs in the backfield. The wings came in, more of a wide eye that time, and the handoff goes again up the middle. And again, it's Bevins, and Bevins going to get himself up to the 33-yard line. And going to get a couple yards. 3rd and 2 for Mahnomen-Waubun. Bevins just chugging ahead. Now the Thunderbirds will break the huddle once again. On 3rd down and 2, turn and hand the foot. No, McMullen keeps it himself, and like a bullet, he's out left side. Midfield, 45, and down at the Cougar 42-yard line. McMullen getting some speed and read that perfectly. The hole was wide to the left side.
So well-executed offense there.
No doubt. Absolutely. 25 yards for McMullen and a first down. And, Yeah, you got your reads, Mike, and he read it perfectly to the point of fake the handoff up the middle. They had given to Bevins previous 2 handoffs, and so stretch it outside. 5:20 to play, third quarter. Thunderbirds moving. They're at the Cougar 42-yard line. 20-14. It's Ada-Borup-West leading Mahnomen-Waubun midway through this third quarter. McMullen gives again up the middle, and it'll be the ball carrier Bevins, and there won't be much going again. Cougars bottled him up. I should say, I thought it was Bevins. It was not Bevins. In fact, carry actually goes that time to Curtis Mayer, who was lined up in the fullback position. Mayer stopped, no gain, 2nd and 10.
It does get kind of hard to see, Kevin. They're
tight.
Yeah.
Everybody's in tight, yep. And I had the binoculars on it, but not quick enough with it. Now I know Mayer is in the middle of the backfield. They'll turn and fake the handoff. McMullen is popped by the Cougar defense. Kritzberger again, and Kritzberger is fired up. He, along with Wyatt Larson, bring down McMullen. He kept it second man through after the fake to Mayer. And this time across the 40. The ball will be spotted here at the 39-yard line. So a gain of 2, 3rd down and 7 upcoming.
Kritzberger's sure fun to watch play defense. He's all about it.
I commented last year, and it is fun. And watching the Kritzberger family, it is a lot of fun seeing them play sports. And I said, Lance kind of has a Harrison Smith to him, but he's a little more emotional. Pitch right side. It's going to be a pop there, making the tackle as this pitch went to Tanner Steck. He went right side, and he gets up to about the 37. Going to be a gain of 2, and we've got 4th down and 4th and 6 coming for the Thunderbirds.
You'd never guess Lance Kritzberger was in on that play. Brennan Fetting,
was
too.
he?
Yeah,
really?
Of course.
I'm actually quite shocked about that. Leading tackler of the team has been on basically every tackle all game. Yeah, shocking. There's some good football being played tonight, folks, by these teams from Mahnomen-Waubun and Ada-Borup-West. Hope you're enjoying with KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. 4th down. McMullen coming out. 4th and 6. Back to pass. McMullen fires a pass. It's caught. Sleddy makes the catch at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard connection and a 1st down for Mahnomen-Waubun. Look at Blake McMullen dealing with a big 7-yard connection to Mr. Sleddy. Joe Sleddy, a senior, making the grab and falling back. 1st down. Big-time play. 10-play drive for the Thunderbirds. Remember, this is coming off a Cougar fumble and was 3rd down and goal for Ada-Borup-West. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. 3 minutes to play. Third quarter. McMullen keeps it himself, and the bullet up the middle. 9 yards to the 21-yard line. A great run by McMullen on the quarterback, Keep Reed. 9 yards from McMullen. You can feel the game of momentum. Mike, you can feel the momentum shifting to the Thunderbirds after that fumble, and it's been held up on this 11-play drive now. They started on their own 14. 2nd and 1, from the 21. Turn and hand it off. It is the first back. It's Bevins, and he is stuck. Kritzberger there. Also, Tate Jacobson in on the stop. At the 20-yard line, though, it should be a 1st down, or it could be. It just depends on the official's decision here if they see the spot. Yeah, it is.
Should be. Yeah.
Yep, they do. They give the sign. Solsing's going to have to move the chains. So that was Bevins with a 1-yard gain and a 1st down. It's 1st down number 10 for the Thunderbirds, and this is the pace of the play that the Thunderbirds like. They are in control, and with 2 minutes to play third quarter, they're at the Cougar 20-yard line, 1st and 10. McMullen back to pass. He'll fire over the middle. Pass is caught. It's Lutka. Brody Lutka down to the 10-yard line. I'll make it 11. I guess they're going to say just short of the 1st down. He gains 9.
You bring up a good point where in the first half there was definitely a stretch there where the Cougars were playing their style of ball game. And now you're seeing this in the start of the second half here where the Thunderbirds are really controlling the ball and their style of play.
The drive is now 7+ minutes old by Mahnomen-Waubun. Minute and 26 seconds to play third quarter. And it's 2nd and 1 at the 11 of the Cougars. McMullen will keep it himself, get to the outside, busts a hole, lowers the shoulder, he dives close. They're going to put him at the 1-yard line. It's 10 yards, and it is 1st and goal, Thunderbirds. McMullen gets 10. He's down to the 1. And a first down and goal for Mahnomen-Waubun, trying to tie the football game up. McMullen, a state golf tournament participant, a 9th grade state wrestler, and a sophomore quarterback for the Thunderbirds, getting him down to the 1. First and goal at the 1. Turning, handing. No, McMullen keeps it. He pushes behind the line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Blake McMullen scores. It's his second rushing touchdown of the game and his third of the season, and Mahnomen-Waubun has tied the football game.
Well, Coach John Clark Jr. did mention that there needed to be an attitude adjustment as far as up front and controlling the line of scrimmage, and I think we're starting to see some of that.
That is a big-time boss drive, 15 plays and 86 yards off of a fumble. And the score comes with 43 seconds to go. Mahnomen-Waubun, McMullen, he goes in from 1 yard out on a touchdown run. They'll break the huddle and go for 2. Try to take the lead with 43 seconds to play in the third quarter. Thunderbirds under center. McMullen goes to the right, dives. 2-point conversion is good. And on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9 in Ada, invites you to order your new Chevrolet vehicles. From the Silverado, Trailblazer, and Traverse, Lee Brothers is your authorized Chevrolet dealer, providing sales and service to the area since 1975. For ordering your vehicles, talk with Mitch Smurfer J. Trust the experts who know your vehicles best and take advantage of great Chevy certified service offers today. Lee Brothers Sales, Highway 9, Ada. Call 218-784-2000.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Well, we're back here out of the score for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. After the Ada-Borup-West Cougars returned the kickoff and got down the field, they fumbled, and the Thunderbirds took over 86 yards, 15 plays, and a touchdown. Blake McMullen's into the end zone, and it is the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds after the McMullen 2-point conversion, leading 22-20. It's the first time the Thunderbirds have led in this football game, and there's 43 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The kickoff by Mahnomen-Waubun goes out of bounds, and it'll be a procedural penalty. The Cougars will take the football. They will not make a re-kick. So they're going to take the football. I do believe they go with that spot. They're going to put it, I think, they go with the 45. Are they going to make them re-kick? No, they're not. They're just taking the football out of there. They're going to put it at the 40, Mike, and that's where we're going to say first down and 10. So, Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you, and we've got ourselves a football game between two teams ranked in the top 10 in Class A, Section 8A football players. First and 10 at the 40-yard line for Ada-Borup-West with 40 seconds to play, 43 in fact, here in the third quarter. McCraven for Ada-Borup-West in the pistol. He'll hand it off. This is going to be Brennan Fetting across the 40-yard line and up to the 44. He'll gain 4 on first down, Brennan Fetting. And we've got a whistle, an official whistle, and we got an injury down on the field. Got to put the binoculars on this one. Or cramp, looks like. Ada-Borup-West player. I think that's Brennan Fetting down with a cramp right now, Mike.
Yeah, and, Lex McDougall of Mahnomen-Waubun was also slow to get up.
Well, a quick injury timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 Ada, home of the fastest pumps in town, and a car wash and pet wash as well. A quick injury timeout as Fetting gets tended to. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Enjoy spectacular savings at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Receive up to $150 off on your eyewear. Save more, buy more. Save more when you purchase your eyewear at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Now through September 30th, you'll receive up to $150 off. See Valley Vision Clinic for all spectacular savings during this promotion. Valley Vision Clinic, excellence, experience, complete care. 218-784-4091 for the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
22-20, it's Mahnomen-Waubun leading Ada-Borup-West with 31 seconds to play in the third quarter on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you. Sarah Aaron's in the booth with us tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back at the studios of KRJB and Ada. Coach's Corner tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Catch the program. We do have a Dave Peterson sighting. It is official. Digits Dave. What do we like to call him? Digits? We call him all kinds of things. Dave's got a lot of nicknames. He's the man of iPads. Fast Fingers Dave, and there's all kinds of names we can give him. But he's here, and that's the important
Umpire
thing.
Extraordinaire.
Umpire Extraordinaire. He does that too.
Yeah, he was telling me this summer he umpire like 19 games a week.
Well, amateur baseball enthusiast Dave Peterson. How's that sound?
That's true.
That works.
Yeah,
and
fast
you being the 2022 Red River Amateur Baseball League Manager of the Year would know that, you know.
Right. Yep. Manager. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key word in this ordeal. That is for sure. It is Brennan Fetting. He's getting tended to on the field, and now we've got Jordan Krieger, the trainer, Ada-Borup-West, and Sencha. She's out there working on Brennan as well, along with Nate McCraven. And
they were stretching him like it was a cramp, but
now
this doesn't,
It's like Special K's out there too, and he's had some pain right now.
Right.
And Jordan is out there working with them as well. So there's some work being done. Coach John Clark Jr. is there with the officials as well as they're checking over. Coach Paul Tingham on the side of the Cougars. Well, the second half got underway. Looks like they are going to get Brennan up here. Brennan getting some assistance as he works his way to the sideline. He's walking. Oh, now he's unassisted. He's not letting Nate or Kenley walk with him. A little gingerly, though, as he makes his way to the sidelines. And trainer Jordan Krieger will work on Brennan a little bit more, and hopefully he can get back into the game. It's been a spitfire out there as usual. Game second half, Cougars led 20-14, had a drive after the kickoff, got down to the 10-yard line, had a first and goal, then a second and goal, and then turned the ball over on a fumble. And Mahnomen-Waubun went 15 plays, 86 yards to score, take the lead with the two-point conversion. It's 22-20. And we got 20 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Now flags are flying. Movement up front, movement by Ada-Borup-West will be a procedural penalty, a false start. And for the Cougars, that's their fourth penalty of the game for 20 yards. Kevin Kochman along with Mike Erickson here tonight bringing you the action on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. And well, the momentum, Mike, you can feel has shifted now, of course, to Mahnomen-Waubun and now the Thunderbirds. They defensively, with the Cougars backing themselves up, they got to like their positioning here as we close out the third quarter.
Yeah, it's like I said, definitely a game of momentum, and Cougars are certainly looking to respond. Looks like they're going to
let the quarter
go here.
That is what's going to happen. So we will go to a break as the third quarter has come to a close. And on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. Fourth quarter of high school football on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com is coming up next.
Soon enough, temps are going to drop low, and you'll be turning the heat up high. Protect yourself from surprising heating bills by enrolling in Wild Rice Electric's off-peak heating program. You'll receive hundreds of dollars in rebates on new heating technologies like heat pumps and underfloor heat. Plus, you'll get nearly half off your electric heating rate through the winter months. That adds up fast when the snow starts to fall. Give Wild Rice Electric a call at 800-244-5709 to find out if the off-peak program is a good fit for your home and start saving today.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
All right, welcome to the fourth quarter of high school football. Get Eric Smart to switch it over to the fourth quarter, and it'll make everybody happier at home. There he is. See, he's a pro like that, and it just happens. It's just like that. Sarah, you didn't have to touch anything. And it's fourth quarter, just like that. And on the first play of the fourth quarter, Austin McCraven lowers the shoulder and crosses midfield for the Cougars to the Thunderbird 46-yard line, as that would be a gain right there of 15 yards and a first down Ada-Borup-West. That's how you need to start the fourth quarter if you're the Cougars.
Right. Yeah, trying to work through a little bit of adversity. Things not quite going the Cougar way right now. Austin needs to be a leader, and he's definitely one of those guys.
So it'll be first down and 10. Ball will be at the 46-yard line of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. It's Ada-Borup-West trailing. Mahnomen-Waubun leads at 22-20. It's the only time they've led in this football game, and they have it with 11.5 to play before the final horn. Cougars will come out, pistol formation. McCraven has receivers each way. And looks like Fetting is back in the backfield. Good to see that. He'll get the handoff. He's tripped up by the Thunderbirds, and then Lutka cleans him up. Up to the 42. Gain of 3, make it 4 on first down for Brennan Fetting. This is each team had one drive, and the Cougars had a play in the third quarter. That's the type of clock management that Mahnomen-Waubun had on their 15-play drive that ended with a touchdown run from Blake McMullen.
Yeah, that style of offense definitely controls the game in a multitude of ways.
Absolutely. And now the Cougars trying to get on the board to take the lead again. Split receivers each way. McCraven is in the pistol. Wing to the right is Kritzberger. Turning and rolling to his left. The left-handed McCraven steps up in the pocket, now will throw. He launches it deep to Spaeth. Two defenders there, and they were both jostling with Spaeth, and I think Spaeth finally got his wish. He asks for a pass interference every time he's out there. And he does, and it's okay, I guess. If we're being truthful, it's just fine to say it. He asked for one, and that time he deserved it. Pass interference will give the Cougars some pretty good field position here.
Yeah, and I'm sure defensively he is a receiver that there's double coverage there. Yeah. I mean he's somebody that's on the coaching staff's radar.
Yeah, he's a chore to hold on to, that's for sure. And now the officials are talking and getting things all figured out. It's not a penalty. A pass interference is not a penalty like in the pros where you'd get a spot foul and you could throw it 80 yards and get the ball there. But here it's going to be just from the line of scrimmage.
Correct.
Officials talking, still talking. And
well, hold on. There's another flag in the backfield.
What are we doing this for? Roughing the passer is also. Okay. So I did not see that, of course, because that came after, and they're going to.
Yeah, I just noticed that flag right now.
Yeah. So they declined one and will take the other. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's a big deal. Right. Move the ball up to the 27-yard line. So, 15-yard penalty there is the call, and that'll be first down and 10 for the Cougars. Ada-Borup-West will have a first and 10. Ball at the Thunderbird 27 with 10.5 to play. McCraven in the pistol. Receivers each way. Back to pass is McCraven. He'll step up in the pocket now, keeping himself, roll to his right, and he is spun down, tackled by the Thunderbirds, and Lutka's there again. Brody Lutka. If you were just tuning in now, you got yourself a dude wearing the number 20 for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Brody Lutka brings down the quarterback McCraven in a loss of 5 on the play back to the 32-yard line.
The hole that McCraven thought he had closed in a hurry, and he had to make an adjustment.
That is one thing. The reaction and the quick twitch of Brody Lutka to get up and get that body moving too. A great play defensively. They bottled him up and brought him down. And 2nd and 15 now from the 32-yard line for Ada-Borup-West. McCraven has receivers each way. Shaw is to the right of the formation. He was the recipient of a 66-yard touchdown pass earlier today, and they're going to go that direction, and it's nearly intercepted. Low pass, as Carter Clark was there, and also on coverage that time for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds was Dominic Neisen, a state wrestler. Incomplete pass, it'll be third down for Ada-Borup-West.
The thing about the Cougar style of offense is a 3rd and 15 can turn into 4th and manageable or first down in a hurry.
With their style offense, you're right. If this is the Veer and Mahnomen-Waubun's offense, a 3rd and 15 is a little more daunting. Stoppage of clock with that incomplete pass. 9:38 to play in the game. It's 22-20. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Ada-Borup-West. Mahnomen-Waubun's touchdown and 2-point conversion from Blake McMullen, the only scores in the second half. McCraven in the pistol. Back to pass on 3rd and 15. No, he'll pitch. Now it's going to be an end around, and this is Cameron Spaeth. Coming to the near sideline. Spaeth now will cut it upfield. Looks to get away from a couple defenders and is stopped at the 30, make it 29-yard line. So a long way to go for 2 yards. And with that as well, that's a play that the Thunderbirds appear to be completely ready for, Mike, and that's also the play that Cameron Spaeth has thrown the football on a couple of times here this season.
Right, yeah, that's it's a fourth quarter. You gotta get the ball in your playmaker's hand.
Yep.
And Cam's certainly a guy that can make a play.
You can, and kudos again to Coach Johnson's defense of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. They were ready for it. I don't know who was Cameron Spaeth this week on scout team, but they did a nice job there. Thunderbirds were not fooled by it and stopped them at a 2-yard gain. So it is 4th and 12, and it looks like the Cougars are running some clock off, and we'll call a timeout as they run it all the way down to play clock. So timeout is called with 8:42 to play in the game. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West trailing. It's Mahnomen-Waubun leading 22-20 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
Ada Building Center, LLC welcomes you to discuss your plans and ideas for your new farm buildings, homes, garages, storage sheds, or other buildings you want at the lake, on the farm, or in town. Floor to ceiling, walls to roof, Ada Building Center, LLC will assist in making your construction plans, providing quality project materials and free delivery to your job site. For updates and repairs, they have all the doors, windows, cabinets, and supplies you need. Ada Building Center, LLC, 218-784-3661, Highway 200 East edge of Ada.
As we welcome you back here to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, Dave Smart in the house. Good to see Dave. We got the Twins all figured out, which is great. Now we go back to high school football. It's Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. With 8:42 to play, Ada-Borup-West facing a 4th and 12. Big-time play is needed right now, and it is a time for a high-performance play from Performance Ag west of Borup. Fertilizer seed purchasing for spring, and, of course, Performance Ag ready for you as we go into this, of course, fall season. Back to pass on 4th and 12. A pass is complete. Charles Shaw. They were looking maybe possibly to get the hook and ladder. It was not going to go. Shaw is stopped short of the first down. He got up to the 18-yard line and needed a couple more yards. That was a really nice play, but it was just short of the down. We're going to see officials are going to have to make the spot come in, and it looks like he's short by a whole yard. So they'll mark him at the 19, needed to get to the 18. So an 11-yard completion to Shaw is short of the down.
Come on, defense. Come on,
Turnover on downs, and it is a Mahnomen-Waubun ball with 8:33 to go, and if they can play their game, they can put themselves in a great spot leading by 2. Ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line of their own. 1st down and 10, Thunderbirds. And now we're going to get a timeout called here by Mahnomen-Waubun. So with 8:33 to play in the football game on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20, and Mahnomen-Waubun football, 1st and 10 at their own 19 when we come back.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more.
Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. Glad to have you along tonight on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson down on the field tonight. Sarah Aaron's up in the booth, running camera, doing some dances during the halftime, music breaks. It's important, too. We all keep energized up in the booth. And Kaylin back in the studios, KRJB. Not sure if she's dancing tonight. She's got a lot of things going, getting ready for the R&J Sports Nightcap and others there tonight. Bevins gets the carry on 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds from their own 19-yard line, and Bevins jumps ahead. No gain, actually. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play for Easton Bevins. That's the first play for the Thunderbirds here in the fourth quarter, and it's 2nd and 10.
This would be one of those leverage drives.
Yep.
I've mentioned leverage play. Leverage drive. This is big.
Big spot, leading by 2, and you can control the clock if you're the Thunderbirds with your offense. McMullen pitches left side. Sleddy cuts upfield. Now they're going to be a tackle by the Cougars defense. You're hearing some folks calling for a holding. Dryden comes down with a tackle as Sleddy up to the 24. He'll gain 5. It's 3rd and 5 upcoming. I didn't see anything that would have been in that hold area, but I'm not locked in on, as some folks are on the sidelines, as you hear with Mike Erickson down the field.
And people look at different things. So.
Well, you can't just all watch the football. Something's happening, right? At any rate, Thunderbirds break the huddle. 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. McMullen fakes the handoff, going to go left side. Lowers the shoulder. McMullen should have the first down. I think he's up to the 30, and he does. That's 6 yards, needed 5, a first down and a fresh set of downs for Mahnomen-Waubun.
You know, Bill Benson was just telling me that he was standing right next to me. He goes, you know, this is Mahnomen-Waubun's second drive of the second half.
You're right, because they had a 15-play drive in the third quarter. Now, has Bill Benson taken a picture of the 22 that's on the scoreboard? That's my real question.
That is a good question.
His lucky number. Bill Benson, the Bill Benson. 1st and 10 at the 30 for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. And McMullen is going to be bottled up there. Wyatt Larson brings him down. Actually, brought down at the 33-yard line. So he's going to get 3 yards on the play and bring up 2nd and 7. McMullen kept it that time, and that's play number 4 on this drive. 6.5 to go, and you know the play clock, having the play clocks at the sites now in high school football in Minnesota, I think does matter with clock management for both teams, and I'm seeing it here today. As McMullen is tripped up in the backfield, he does dive ahead to the 35. He's stopped by the Cougars. Looked like Cam Spaeth, among others, were involved there, up to the 36. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go here for Mahnomen-Waubun.
I like the play clock a lot. Visual of it. I mean, I always thought it was a little bit cheesy, like having to watch the back judge and give a 5-second count.
I agree, and now talking basketball in Minnesota with play clock and shot clock coming too. It's just another way to keep things moving. On 3rd and 4, McMullen diving first down. What a great gutsy play by McMullen. He read that perfectly in the veer to the 42. A 6-yard gain, and it's another first down for the Thunderbirds.
Well, based on how this drive is going so far, you kind of wonder how timeouts and clock management are going to play out here, especially as we creep to the end here.
Well, stay tuned. After the conclusion of the game, we'll have post-game reaction, including coaches and players to join us, so stick around for a post-game report a little later on here as well. But we got 5:20 to play in this one, and it's the Thunderbirds by 2, 22-20. They're moving the football. McMullen on a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. This time he, again, pushes forward, and the nice thing about it, he's up to the 46-yard line. The thing I like about it after a 4-yard gain is he's constantly moving forward. He's not going backward with his steps. He's just continuing to edge ahead, and you got to move forward in the football game. So nice decisions there by McMullen on the game.
3 or 4 yards at a time.
It works. It's efficient. McMullen's going to keep it himself again, and he does the same thing. Plunging forward to the 48-yard line. It's 2 yards this time. 3rd down and a long 3 yards. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars led at one point, 20-6. Mahnomen-Waubun has scored. Now, let's do the math here, Mike. 16 unanswered points.
That is right.
Thank you.
Even though
I did it.
I'm not teaching math right now.
Well, but you are a math teacher. I'm just saying. Not all of us have paternity leave, It's okay, though. It's good. Here's a pitch left side. And a jump by Steck, but we've got a flag down in the backfield. It's a first down. Thunderbirds crossing into Cougar territory, but a flag is down in the backfield. And I think it's coming back.
It's in the vicinity of where a hold would usually be.
Officials say it is a hold on Mahnomen-Waubun. So hold your horses. After the gain by Tanner Steck that gave the Thunderbirds another first down, ball moves all the way back to the 39-yard line. A 10-yard penalty and take away a first down. And now the Thunderbirds are facing a 3rd and long. And for Cougar fans, you're hoping that defense can hold. If you're a Thunderbird fan, you got 4 minutes on the clock, leading by 2. If you can convert a first down here, that's a big piece to the backbreaker. So we'll see what happens here. Ball at the 39-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 13 after the 10-yard penalty. And we're going to get a timeout. Looks like Mahnomen-Waubun will call a timeout. With 3:42 to play, timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine, Highway 9 Ada. Freedom Fuel timeouts on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Thunderbirds by 2, 22-20 with 3:42 to play. 3rd and 13 for the Thunderbirds when we come back.
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Myself, Becky, and Adam wish the Cougars good luck. My family and Visser Grading thank you for allowing us to be maintaining your roads. Thanks for listening to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated from Visser Grading, a proud sponsor of the area schools. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities.
Mahnomen-Waubun 22-20 leading Ada-Borup-West here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks to those tuning in wherever you may be joining us from tonight, including back into the Apache Junction, Arizona area. Thanks for tuning in here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB Radio. Mahnomen-Waubun facing a 3rd and 13 from the 39-yard line. Everybody's in tight. McMullen back to pass, rolling to his right, now steps up. He'll throw across his body. Pass is going to be incomplete. Or caught. Incomplete.
Incomplete's the call.
Okay, they were going for Sleddy. Coverage was, you know who was covering him, Mike? You're not going to believe this. Lance Kritzberger was there on coverage.
He's all over the place.
He is. Incomplete pass is what it is. So the Thunderbirds went for the and they threw the ball towards the sticks and everything. So kind of the throwback pass was the intent on that play. But an incomplete 4th and 13 from the 39-yard line. And I think the Thunderbirds are going to punt in. I want to say this is the 2nd time that they've punted in the football game. Correct. 2nd time tonight. Yep. Punt is away. It's going to bounce at the 30, bounce at the 25, and take a Thunderbird bounce all the way down to the 24-yard line where Ada-Borup-West will have it. 1st and 10, and there ain't no flags, right, Mike?
I do not see a flag.
Okay, good. Haven't used that reference in a long time, so here we are. That was a punt, and the last punt came in the 2nd quarter for those keeping track at home. Do you have your scorecard out, Mike?
Yeah, that punt was also not returned.
It was not returned, yes. 0 for 2 on punt returns. So for the 24-yard line, Ada-Borup-West will have it on their own 24, 1st and 10, with 3:26 to play. Each team has a timeout. They don't have many left. Thunderbirds 22, Cougars 20, and Austin McCraven is the quarterback with Brennan Fetting behind him in the pistol formation. McCraven rolls to his left. He'll cut up, and he will throw a pass, and it is going to be tipped and picked off! One-handed pick! Steck got it! Out of bounds at the 25. Wow!
That was a crazy athletic play.
Incredible catch by Steck. He jumped the pass. The Cougars were throwing for Cameron Spaeth, and Steck went up, and Steck grabbed it with the right hand and snagged it. Interception. Wow, what a turn of events that is. And Steck stands tall. That's the 4th turnover by Ada-Borup-West here tonight. In the 4th quarter, Steck with the pick with 3:18 to go. Wow, what a play. And now the Thunderbirds have flipped the field, and they have it at the Cougar 27. McMullen under center. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll dive to the 25, a gain of 2. Wow, what a play by Steck. If you're looking for a high-performance play from Performance Ag west of Borup, Mike, I was, and I found it right there. Wow.
That might be a highlight reel here.
That is, we have that back again this year on YourLiveEvent.com, so stay tuned for that. Watch the socials this week. High performance in your farm. Visit with the guys at Performance Ag. Dry and liquid fertilizer. Seed for your farm. Sugar beet, corn, soybean, alfalfa, sunflower. Performance Ag west of Borup. So for McMullen, it was 2 yards there. And from the Ada-Borup-West 27 up to the 25, and now we've got a flag down. And did they get past the play clock here? Nope.
It was
procedure.
a false start.
Okay. I didn't see because I was looking down writing stats, so I appreciate you correcting me there. We got a penalty. That's the 6th time Mahnomen-Waubun's been penalized here today. 2:36 to play, and the Thunderbirds lead at 22-20, and it'll be second and a whole lot. Second and 13 is what they'll be. Put the ball back at the 29-yard line officially. 2.5 to go. McMullen under center. A first down would have almost do it if you can take care of the football, but not going far that time. In fact, a loss on the play as the Cougars defense stands up and makes a stop. Ada-Borup-West. That was going to be a tackle made by, that was Wyatt Larson on the play.
Yes, Wyatt Larson.
Larson's going to lose 3 yards back to the 32-yard line. So, tackle made a loss of 3 to the 32, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. So, let's reset it. With 2:17 to play in the game, it is Mahnomen-Waubun at the Ada-Borup-West 32-yard line, and we have a 22-20 score. Mahnomen-Waubun leading Ada-Borup-West. It was a slog of a third quarter. Ada-Borup-West had a drive, and they fumbled at their own 14-yard line on a sack of the quarterback. And the Thunderbirds then turned it into a 86-yard, 15-play drive. Scoring a touchdown was Blake McMullen. Then the Ada-Borup-West Cougars would get it back. They would turn the ball over on downs into the early portion of the fourth quarter. Thunderbirds would then punt the football. And then the Cougars throw an interception where the Thunderbirds have it at the Cougar 27, now back to the 32 after a penalty. And a 3rd and 14 for Mahnomen-Waubun with 2:17 to go, and they'll break the huddle. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel. Back to keep it himself here, actually, is going to be the quarterback. And McMullen is going to be brought down, and they put him at the 25-yard line. So it's a gain of 7 on the play by Blake McMullen, and now another timeout here taken by Ada-Borup-West. I believe this is their last timeout, Mike.
Yeah, and like I said, that clock management here at the end of the game is going to be interesting. I mean, if the Cougars happen to get the ball back, something in their favor is they are a bit more pass-orientated, so stopping the clock is a bit easier with that style of offense.
Well, it is Mahnomen-Waubun with a 4th and 7 from the 25, make it 26-yard line. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 in Ada. As mentioned, it was time to focus from Valley Vision Clinic at Ada earlier in the game. Focus on the game now is dialing up a play for the Cougars. You got to get the ball back right here. If you're Mahnomen-Waubun, you dial up the focus and you get yourself a first down and put yourself in position to run out the clock and walk away victorious. Both teams come in unbeaten, 2-0. Ranked in the top 10 in the state of Minnesota Class A this week by the AP, and here's a 4th down and 7. Back to pass. Blake McMullen looking left. His pass is in the air, and it is intercepted by Charlie Shaw, and he's got room down the sidelines. Shaw up to midfield, and he is rushed out of bounds, crossing into Thunderbird territory. So it ends up being like a punt, so to speak here, Mike, except it was returned big time by Shaw.
Yeah, that's a big difference as far as your field position goes. That pass is incomplete or knocked down instead. That's a lot more field to try to score.
Shaw picks it off, and is the 3rd turnover by Mahnomen-Waubun, 2nd pick of the game, and now up to the Thunderbird 45-yard line. So flip the field. So from their own from the Mahnomen-Waubun 45, it's Cougar football, and I believe again they're out of timeouts. Minute 57 to play. Buckle up. Let's play some football.
It's what you paid your admission fee for.
This is why you came to the game. That's right. McCraven in the pistol for Ada-Borup-West. From the 45, they'll send one out in the flats, and it's Kritzberger. He is popped right away by the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Tackle made by Lex McDougall. And it's a loss on the play of 2 yards to Kritzberger. That's a hit. He wasn't ready for it. He didn't expect to get hit like that, that's for sure. And McDougall read it out, snuffed out the screenplay.
Thunderbirds have made some good adjustments second half, covering pass plays.
They sure have. McCraven's in the pistol formation. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Cougars. Spaeth to the left. Back to pass and sacked! Down goes McCraven, and he's brought down in the backfield. There, too, you had Lutka, and also in on the tackle there you had Tate Osei. And down goes McCraven for a loss to the 45-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play.
Battle of wills up front right now.
Yeah, wow.
Coach Clark mentioned that was going to be a halftime adjustment, and it's proven that it's happened.
Wow, big-time play. And now McCraven facing 3rd and 20 for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on their own 45. Back to pass. McCraven fires over the middle. Caught by Cameron Spaeth. He's spun down at the 40-yard line. It's 15 yards, and it'll be a 4th down and 5. Caught by Spaeth, 15 yards. 4th catch of the game, but it's 4th down and needing a good, strong 5. They're going to say longer than that, to the 41-yard line. McCraven back to pass on 4th down, needing 7. He'll throw one into the flats. It's caught. Cutting upfield, he dives for the 1st down. Thunderbirds think he's short. It's Wyatt Larson. The officials are going to mark him for a 1st down to the 35-yard line. It needed 6. They got 6. Wow. A 1st down, incredible. He fell forward, and that was the difference. Now Thunderbirds, or I should say Cougars, 19 seconds to play. The Cougars snap the football and throw it down. It's a spike, and it'll be 2nd down and 10, but an opportunity at least to reset here with no timeouts left. 17 seconds to play in a game. Well, okay, you got basically 2 plays, probably without any timeouts for Ada-Borup-West. Yeah, probably 2 plays.
If you get a clock stoppage, it's going to be tough to get 2 if you don't.
Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. A 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line for Ada-Borup-West. Cougars, McCraven in the pistol, receivers each way, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Firing right side, looking deep and incomplete. Taking a deep shot. Coverage provided. They were looking for Shaw. Out there on coverage, you had Neisen and Carter Clark providing coverage, and it's an incomplete pass. 12 seconds left, so maybe 2 plays still, but for sure 1 good one. 3rd down. Cougars down to their last breath. Mahnomen-Waubun has scored 16 unanswered, and like you talked about, defensively have made some great changes here and have adapted quite well in this second half. Cougars break the huddle from the Thunderbird 35. 12 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. McCraven will be in the pistol formation, receivers each way again. 1 back in the backfield. Back to pass, throwing out in the flats. It's Cameron Spaeth. He looks to get to the outside. Cameron Spaeth is going to be rushed. Did he stay in bounds?
They're calling him out of bounds.
They call him out of bounds with 6 seconds to play, so now the Cougars are down to their last play. And from the 35 up to the 24-yard line, it looks like. 23-yard line. Okay, so that is 12 yards on a pass completion, and now this will be the last play of the game with 6 seconds to go from the 23. 22-20, Mahnomen-Waubun leading Ada-Borup-West. It's a 1st down and 10, but 6 seconds to play from the 23. And whistles are blowing, and this is the last time out of the football game. It comes from John Clark Jr. and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. 6 seconds to go. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 North Ada. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the final play of the game next.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds from all the members of the Waubun Education Association.
22-20, Mahnomen-Waubun leads Ada-Borup-West. Ada-Borup-West has the football with 6 seconds to play. And they're at the 23-yard line of the Thunderbirds. The Cougars have 1 play left and an opportunity to walk off winners on their home court, on their home field here tonight. Thunderbirds are guarding against the end zone. And Ada-Borup-West will break the huddle from the sideline and come out. Final 6 seconds, the last play. Austin McCraven in the pistol. Receivers 3 to the right, 1 to the left side. And they'll send it out, right side. Cameron, it's going to be a pass play. Wyatt Larson over the middle. They're going to try to hook and ladder. They can't do it. And now they're going to keep it alive with a lateral, and they can't do another lateral, and that's how it ends. They gave it the gusto, and it came up short. Near execution that time, and the Thunderbirds are going to go 16 unanswered points and win this one tonight. It was McCraven to Larson, then Larson. Was it McCraven then on the receiving end of that, Mike?
McCraven caught it, and then the lateral was to Tannehill, the center.
Corbin Tannehill was the last to touch, and that's going to be the football game. Wow, what a finish. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, Mahnomen-Waubun stays unbeaten. A 22-20 win over the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned as we will bring you post-game reaction from Johnson Sports Complex in Ada when we come back on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. The Seedless. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the seed specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen.
This is Kenley Walling, the Activities Director at Ada-Borup-West School. These activities wouldn't be possible without the Booster Club members and businesses who made contributions of money and time to Ada-Borup-West School. The Booster Club supports band, FFA, FCCLA, elementary football, the school library, and much more. Thanks to the Booster Club and their members for their support, and roll Cougs.
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics.
Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada with our post-game report. The post-game report here tonight is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. When you're buying or selling real estate, trust the real estate pros at Home Crown Realty, Eric Smart and Brandon Dahl. Home Crown Realty, licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota. Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com, our post-game report. Let's get to our game summary tonight from the Benedictine Care Community Mission Court campus of the Benedictine Living Community in Ada. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds score 16 unanswered points and defeat the Ada-Borup-West Cougars by a final score of 22-20. And we're going to have some post-game reaction here from the Johnson Sports Complex. But our game summary here tonight, as we get a chance, Mike Erickson will be down on the field with some players and coaches to join after this one tonight here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. But the final here tonight, as we get that 22-20 score, as you see, The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds came from behind to get this victory as Ada-Borup-West led after scoring in the first quarter on a touchdown from Brennan Fetting, and Mahnomen-Waubun would answer, but then the Cougars would answer once more before the end of the first quarter and would lead at 12-6. The missed extra points proved pivotal here today as well. The Cougars then hit a big touchdown in the second quarter, made it 20-6 at that point, but then it'd be Mahnomen-Waubun going with 16 unanswered points to earn the victory. They did so on a McMullen to Steck touchdown pass and then a McMullen touchdown run. 2-point pass and 2-point run were good, and that made the difference. Mahnomen-Waubun wins it 22-20 over Ada-Borup-West, improving to 3-0 on the season, while Ada-Borup-West, with a loss, dropped to 2-1 here this evening. We'll take a quick break, come back on our post-game report, Benedict and Care Community Game Summary. Post-game report will continue from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. We're going to talk to Stars of the Game when we return. Stars of the Game are brought to you by American Federal Bank in Ada and Peter Jacobson Construction. Stick around, more to come from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, where Mahnomen-Waubun beat Ada-Borup-West 22-20 in high school football tonight.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you, to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
Back here on the post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com, we get into our post-game Stars of the Game, brought to you by American Federal Bank in Ada and Peter Jacobson Construction, LLC of Halstead. Mike Erickson is down in the field with some of the Stars of the Game from the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds in their 22-20 win over Ada-Borup-West.
Yeah, I'm here with Blake McMullen, quarterback. End of the game there, you seem to really fall into the offense here, and that grinding 4 to 3 yards, able to kind of lull the defense to sleep and take some keepers and have some big plays there too. Walk us through that. What's the game plan there, or what's your what are you trying to do on that type of play?
Yeah, we just need 4 yards of play and we get first down every time. So we were just marching down the field, running the clock down, and that was great. Yeah,
I mean, second half, you almost had the ball the entire third quarter, able to score after the turnover. Talk about the momentum change in that play.
Yeah, after halftime, we really woke up. First half wasn't the best. Second half, we woke up, and we just got low. O-line did a great job of getting low in the second half, and then they're pinching in, so I just kept it. It was a great, really fun.
Yeah, Kevin up top, he's been talking some of your success in golf and wrestling and that type of stuff, and ending up on some pretty big stages and that type of thing. Does that help you when you get into these pressure moments in football?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helps me. Just practice makes perfect, so I need some more practice from the end of the game there, but yeah, it definitely helps.
Well, I thought you played very well. Enjoy the win and celebrate with your team, man.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm the shortstop, Blake.
All right, we got Brody Lutka next. Brody, you were running around there like crazy. You had some big hits. Walk us through that. You seem to like to play a physical game.
Well, once I stop thinking, I'll get physical and I'll start going. But I just gotta learn to stop thinking and just go right away, and all.
Right. So first half, you're kind of dealing, some adversity. I mean, maybe you personally, sure, but team-wise, I definitely saw that. Right. Some adjustments at halftime. We definitely noticed your play.
Yeah. Well, coach kind of got yelled at, then he told us to calm down. Then he laughed at us, and then new game the second half.
That's right. And Clark's a guy that he's definitely got your back, and he's a good one to play for, don't you think?
Yeah, he's a great one.
Okay. Thought you played well. Enjoy the win, my man, and take care.
Thank you.
All right, last one here, Kev. We got Tanner Steck. Highlight of the game was that one-handed interception near the end of the game. I thought that was a big momentum changer. You'd already taken the lead there, and Ada-Borup-West is trying to respond, and that kind of put out their fire. Talk about that play.
Well, I just, I had a lot of mistakes early in the game. I knew I had to adjust, and I know I had to make it up, and it didn't really make it up, but it made the game a lot easier on our end by doing that. So I just knew it was something I had to do.
Right, and offensively, you seem to be a weapon as well. Made some plays. Can you talk about your role offensively?
Yeah, I play a lot of positions offensively, but I don't really know what to say right now, but yeah, it was a good fun game. So,
right. What do we got on the schedule next week?
Oh, we got Bagley and Waubun, so we'll still be preparing for them. Be ready. Never take anybody lightly, no matter their record or previous seasons. We still take everybody the same. So,
well, you definitely have the right to take a night or two here to enjoy this one. You grinded it out, face some adversity. You're going to be better for it come around playoff time. So enjoy it with your team, and good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good. Appreciate that, Mike, as we'll get you in position for some post-game coaches' comments. Those stars of the game from American Federal Bank and Ada and Peter Jacobson Construction of Halstead. We will take a quick timeout, come back, more of our Home Crown Realty post-game report with stars of the game following with coaches' comments. Mahnomen-Waubun over Ada-Borup-West, 2220 on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
This is Carly Clemenson with American Federal Bank in Ada. We invite you to join us for our Customer Appreciation Lunch Wednesday, September 27th from 11 to 1. American Federal Bank Customer Appreciation Lunch will feature pulled pork sandwiches, beans, chips, bars for dessert, lemonade, coffee, and water. We look forward to seeing you during our Customer Appreciation Lunch Wednesday, September 27th from 11 to 1. We welcome you and thank you for your business.
If you're searching for experienced technicians that are specialized in most makes and models of cars, light-duty trucks, and SUVs, you better call 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair in Ogama. Baker's quickly provides customized repair and maintenance solutions for your heavy-duty truck while using the industry's latest diagnostic and repair resources along with local parts suppliers. Call them today at 218-983-3330. That's 218-983-3330 for Baker's Truck Repair on Highway 59 in Ogama.
Back here on the post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com as we get into post-game coaches' comments. It was Mahnomen-Waubun, 22-20 over Ada-Borup-West in high school football here tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Mike Erickson's down on the field with the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr.
All right, I got John Clark Jr. here. Congratulations on the win. Definitely had to grind that out. The adjustments you were talking about, halftime seemed to be made, seemed to control the line of scrimmage a little bit better. Your thoughts on the second half and the overall game?
Yeah, I thought second half was much better for us at the line of scrimmage. I don't know that we dominated, but it was better than it was the first half because Ada clearly won the line of scrimmage the first half and more even battle the second half. I thought we did a pretty good job on the offensive line. I think we held them scoreless the second half, so that's a big credit to our defense right there. I know there was a lot of turnovers in the game that made for a back and forth, and went right down to the last play, and my heart kind of stopped when I saw number 66 with the ball looking like he was going to go into the end zone. So luckily we made the tackle and kept them out and got a very, very hard-fought win.
Yes, for sure. Your boys definitely battled, and they're going to be better for this playoff time when you get to that point where have you face some adversity. So, can you talk about the importance of that?
Well, just I think both teams will be better. You don't see intensity like that in the regular season a whole lot. I mean, it was like a playoff game, and that will get both teams ready. And I don't know what you could ask for much more in a high school football game. You had a little bit of everything. Like I said, the momentum swings were crazy. Looked like Ada had control in the first half, and we snuck that touchdown in right at the half to give us some momentum, and then scored and got the 2-point conversion in the second half. It looked like we had momentum, and we were kind of driving, and they make an interception and darn near run it back, and right down to the last play with a chance to win. So I think both teams will learn a lot. I think both teams will be better, and already looking forward to Monday.
What's on the schedule next week?
We are in Waubun, and we host the Bagley Flyers. So we know, they have some explosive playmakers too. So going to be an interesting week. We need to heal up and get better at the same time. So we got to try to be smart as coaches, because our kids it's hard to keep them out, and sometimes you have to sit out a few practices just to heal up. So going to be an interesting week ahead.
All right, well, good luck to you next week and the rest of the regular season. We'll see you down the road.
All right, thanks, Mike. And once again, Heavy Kevy, appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Yeah, that's good. Appreciate that very much. Some highlight reels tonight. That was enjoyable. Good to see Coach Clark and the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Let's keep it in our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com, as we can bring in head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham, and Mike Erickson's down on the field with Coach Tingham for our post-game coaches' comments.
Okay, Coach Tingham. Obviously not the end result that you want in that game, but you do have to be proud of your boys in certain ways of the adversity that they faced, and in times coming out on top. Your first half was excellent. Second half, tougher. So what are your thoughts on the game?
We're proud of the kids' effort. We played hard. It was a really good football game. One more play or two more plays, and it's different. But, we knew it was going to be a battle. And, I think we had one or two opportunities in the first half to maybe put another touchdown on the board, and we didn't. And that, that last one probably gave them an opportunity to score before halftime there. So, if we can capitalize on a couple opportunities the first half, we might have been up by probably 3 touchdowns at halftime, but we didn't. And then they went down and scored it before halftime. I think it was 6 seconds left or something like that before half. So, it was a really good football game. We played hard. Both teams played hard. It was physical. I don't know. It was pretty crazy ending there. We drew one up in the dirt there. We're glad they called the timeout there with whatever seconds were left, and we kind of drew one up in the dirt and tried to make a play. Didn't go exactly how we drew it up, but we improvised, and I think our center ended up with the ball on a lateral, and we ended up about 5 yards short there. So kind of a crazy ending. It was a lot of swings in the game. Momentum swings. It was, back and forth, and it's 2 good football teams. Honestly, you look at our both our teams' records the last however many years. Honestly, decades for them, and a long time for Ada-Borup and Ada-Borup-West. It's 2 successful football programs, and there probably wasn't a better game in the state tonight, I'm gonna guess. That was pretty crazy back and forth, and they made one more play than we did.
Right, and it's good for your guys to be in a game like this when you start thinking about playoff time, and this was somewhat of a playoff atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously we're big rivals. We've went head-to-head here, since they went together co-op, and since we've been together Ada-Borup-West. It's been there's been some really good football games. We've both spanked each other once, I think, and then we've had a lot of battles. So it's you expect a physical game, you expect an exciting game, and that's what it was tonight. And every kid on the field, both teams played their heart out. So disappointed we lose, but you can't be disappointed in the effort. So we'll get better from it, learn next week. Hopefully we're as far as I know, came out of there pretty healthy besides bumps and bruises. You're going to have that in a physical football game like that. Both teams are. So hopefully we can get healthy and 100% by next Friday, and just play a little better and work our way back, and build off of this, because we've had 3 games now, and we've had a 13-6 win, I think it was, or 13-7. Last week we had a slow start, had a big win, kind of got better and had a really good game. Now we had a 2-point loss here, so we've had 2 really competitive football games, and that's what's going to make you better in the long run. It doesn't do you a lot of good to win by 40-50 points. So I think iron sharpens iron, and we're both teams are going to be better off for this, and hopefully hopefully down the road we can keep getting better and improve and, get where we want to be at the end of the season. And, hopefully we can make one more play at that point. But, it was a heck of a football game. So, yeah, we're proud of the kids.
What's on the schedule next week?
We go up to East Grand Forks and play PCW on the turf, so that's always kind of a treat to go up there and play on the artificial turf. Looking at the forecast, looks like it might be raining, so it's good to play on the turf when it's raining out, but hopefully it's not. But yeah, it's always fun to go play on the turf up there, and PCW has been a quality program for years and years too, so it's gonna be a physical game, and we hope we can get out on the high side of the score this time, but we have a rivalry with them too. It's been a Polk County West, Mahnomen-Waubun, us, Red Lake County. It's been a real battle the last few years between the four of us, and so we expect another physical football game and a well-coached game, and we hope to learn from this and get a little better. We've gotten a little bit better every week, and we just got to keep doing that. If we keep doing that, we'll be fine.
All right. Well, thanks for your comments, and good luck to you next week.
Hey, thanks for the coverage.
There you go. Appreciate that. That's Paul Tingham, head coach, Ada-Borup-West football. Mike Erickson joining us down on the sidelines here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. 22-20, Mahnomen-Waubun defeating Ada-Borup-West here tonight. 16 unanswered points, the difference maker for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds in their victory. They move to 3-0 while Ada-Borup-West drops to 0-1. A key game in the section and a key game in the area too was Polk County West. They did get Bagley tonight, so Polk County West got the win there. That was also on YourLiveEvent.com. But Red Lake County, the Rebels, they take down Lake Park Audubon 34-16, so the Rebels stay unbeaten as well with their win at Les Drexel Field in Red Lake Falls tonight. More to come on the post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Stick around on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
I've always been more so of a caring person, I'd say. I don't know, the care aspect and being able to make a difference in their life and help them to have as normal of a life as they can. Whenever I provide care for them, I always try and go above and beyond and do you need anything else? Can I help you do this while I'm here? And take care of all these wonderful residents, and it's really nice having such awesome residents here. I would definitely recommend a career at Benedictine of Ada.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun. Serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities for 34 years, it's Pregame Super Value, your hometown grocery store in Mahnomen. Stop by today. Great weekly specials, delicious fresh produce, along with baked goods that are baked fresh daily, and a fully stocked meat department. Great deals. You'll find them at your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value. Celebrating 34 years, it's your hometown grocery store, Pregame Super Value in Mahnomen.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together on an investment strategy for long-term results. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Start by giving me a call at 701-893-5648. I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, the final score, Mahnomen-Waubun over Ada-Borup-West 22-20, is our post-game show from Home Crown Realty continues. We're going to go digging in the trenches and talk about the guys in the trenches tonight. Digging in the trenches, of course, from Visser Trenching of Ada. And when they're digging in the trenches, we saw it tonight. And going from first half to second half awards, digging in the trenches, Visser Trenching. They dig it, they work in the trenches, and they get it done just like the teams on the field tonight. So the offensive lines, you saw the Thunderbirds dig in really in the second half, where the Cougars really dug in that first half in their contest tonight. Great football game. Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. The Visser Trenching digging in the trenches here this evening. We're going to talk about our, of course, let's see. Let's get into the Let's get into the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, with our Player of the Game here tonight. Of course, Enbridge Energy, you want to remember that tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Enbridge Energy. Life takes energy. Well, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Tanner Steck, because of that interception. That sealed the deal, Mike Erickson, and that play, I'm looking forward to watching it back. I'm curious to see, because to me it looked like it was one-handed right-hand snag, and aerial, it was perfect. It was incredible.
It was highly athletic, for sure.
And we saw a lot of highly athletic plays out there tonight, so it's hard to just pick one guy. But there it was, Enbridge Energy with our Player of the Game. And Enbridge Energy, Tanner Steck going to be the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game from the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. And their 22-20 win over Ada-Borup-West. We're going to come back and name our Super Sub of the Game from Subway Ada. That's coming your way next here on the Home Crowd Realty Postgame Show on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Well, we've had some folks checking in with us here on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio. We had from Apache Junction, Arizona, to Cass Lake, Bemidji area, to the greater Goodridge, Lawrence, it's a big deal. And then to Amsterdam, Lori Paulsrud checking in this evening. Worldwide tonight, Mikey.
Yeah, that's something global.
I don't even know where to go now. What time of day is it in Amsterdam?
She said 4 a.m.
Perfect. And she watched a pretty good ball game. Austin played well. At any rate, we welcome you back in the Home Crown Realty post-game report, Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. Subway Ada with our Super Sub of the Game presentation now. And big time from Subway Ada. Order how you want, when you want. And stop on into Subway Ada now. Sign up for the free lunch for 4 that we're doing starting Monday and every day Monday, weekdays. 25 winners during our harvest days all the way through October 20th. You could win lunch for 4, Mike. You could.
Yeah, that'd be something.
You could do it. Sign up.
I listen to a lot of KRJB these days.
Get PJ signed up.
Yeah.
PJ could sign up. He could eat.
He loves KRJB.
And he likes Subway and Ada, too.
I'm sure.
Hard to beat it. Subway Ada, eat fresh. Stop on in before and after games. Mark Podacek and the crew always welcome you. And also catering for any event, too. Trust Subway and Ada. And our Super Sub tonight. And I go through, and there were guys that came in and did things. I'm going to go with Jackson Miller as our Super Sub from Ada-Borup-West. And as folks who watch Jackson and watch the game, he could win it every week.
Yeah, he's got a bright future with Ada-Borup-West football.
And he's knocking on the door to get a roster spot, but there's some pretty good linebackers he's got to oust. So getting him in the mix is also good, too. So
yeah, for sure.
Jackson Miller.
Graduation happens.
It does. It does. Just the way she goes. Subway Ada Super Sub of the Game, Jackson Miller from Ada-Borup-West. Halstead Telephone Company, post-game connection. They are how to connect at Halstead Telephone Company. Partnering with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated for yourliveevent.com. Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone Company. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. And a connection? How about the connection tonight? The long ball. Austin McCraven to Charles Shaw. I like to call him Charles.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, Jake, but that's fine. Side point. Now, Charles Shaw, a 66-yard touchdown pass from Austin McCraven. That was a pretty good connection.
Yeah, good stuff.
Halstead Telephone Company, they are how to connect. Our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and Home Crown Realty continues. Let's go ahead and get into the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Hillsborough and Drayton, it's RDK Enterprises. They say thank you to the area growers for your trust in RDK Enterprises. As your planter experts, they continue to invest in education of their team so that they can provide customer service that you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. Wishing you a safe and successful harvest. And remember, you can visit planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119. Revisit the performance of your planters. Planterdoc.com and RDK Enterprises. Precision players, and I'm going to go with the precision play. Go player or players, and I'm going to go with the precision play. How about the play of Blake McMullen on the 15-play drive by the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds? He started, you were asking about his reads and how he was just recognizing that they were not taking his keepers seriously defensively. He kept going and said, stop me. And that drive, the precise nature of that drive that took over 8 minutes of clock time, 15 plays, ends in a touchdown. That was the change.
I think that whole drive is a big factor,
no doubt,
in the win for Mahnomen-Waubun.
Huge plays coming down the stretch, and that was a huge precision, a bunch of precision plays from Precision Ag, and of course RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton. Thrivent Financial from our broadcast booth here tonight on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Laura Tweeten, downtown Ada and in Ulen. Visit with Laura Tweeten about mutual funds and talk about their radio booth on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take another time out. We'll come back. Final statistics, and we'll get out of the box here tonight. Ada-Borup-West falling. Mahnomen-Waubun winning 22-20 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Back on the Home Crown Realty postgame report, Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. When buying or selling real estate, trust the pros at Home Crown Realty. And, of course, find them on Facebook, too. Plenty of properties to choose from and to look at. Of course, not even the ones that they're listing. You can work with them, licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota. Home Crown Realty, trust them in your home buying and selling process. Finally, it's Mahnomen-Waubun 22, Ada-Borup-West 20. And our final statistics here this evening, I think we've covered all the other bases for tonight. Final stats are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer. Highway 32 North, Fertile, Minnesota, and, of course, the whole Christian family of auto. You've got ChristianCarsOnline.com. ChristianCarsOnline.com. First off, I did answer this one. Bill Benson was asking the lateral play, and I'm just reading out to him because you were there too, Mike. So let's go over that lateral play at the end. The first play was a pass to Wyatt Larson, who then threw it to Austin McCraven.
Correct.
Who then flipped it to
Corbin
Tannehill, who went down.
Correct.
That's how it worked out.
That's the sequence.
Yep. So McCraven to Wyatt Larson to Austin McCraven to Corbin Tannehill. It's if you were doing the 4-6-3 double play, and then
Yeah.
you get somebody to pickle, and then you got to bring in the 8s and the 7s and the 9s, and
it's a mess.
That's one of my nightmares.
Right.
So this was very similar. 'Cause I'm like, was that a 5 or a 9? I don't think there's a 9 on the roster. I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's not forget the 2-point conversion where Luke Finney gets.
And Luke
the
Finney
lateral.
had a 2-point conversion on a lateral, which I said.
And he's the left guard.
Yes, and I said in quote, can they do that? Yes, because it was a lateral. It wasn't a. It was a lateral play. So, anyways, okay. Let's get to those final stats. Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, and ChristianCarsOnline.com. Check out the great selection of used. They have a ton of used on the lot right now. For Ada-Borup-West, we'll go there first. Austin McCraven, 14 of 25 passing, a touchdown, 2 picks, 246 yards. Austin McCraven on the ground, 14 carries, 23 yards. Brennan Fetting at 32 yards on 8 carries. Wyatt Larson and Cameron Spaeth each carried once for 2 yards. Charles Shaw, 2 catches, 77 and a score. Lance Kritzberger had 3 catches for 12. It was Cameron Spaeth, 5 catches, 39 yards. Wyatt Larson, 2 for 62. And it was Brennan Fetting, 2 catches, 62 yards. 305 yards of offense for Ada-Borup-West, 246 through the air, 59 rushing. They had 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 2 picks. And 4 penalties for 20 yards, 9 first downs. Cougars dropped to 2-1. They will be at Polk County West in football next week, and we've got to confirm. Coach Tingham says in East Grand Forks. We will confirm. One schedule we had said something else. We will confirm. We'll be there, though. Spencer Gump-Ribke joining.
Love it.
At least that's the intent. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Love it. That'll be a treat.
It will be a real treat. Yeah, real treat. The Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds tonight. Blake McMullen, 7 of 11 passing, 63 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Easton Bevan, 6 carries, 14 yards. Joe Sleddy, 7 carries, 34 yards. Blake McMullen, 23 for 91 and 2 touchdowns. Curtis Mayer, 11 carries, 41, and Tanner Steck had a carry for 2. Carter Clark caught a pass for 13. Tanner Steck, 1 catch, 5 yards, and a touchdown. Sleddy had 3 catches, 31 yards, and it was Lutka with a catch, make it 2 of them for 18 yards. Thunderbirds, 245 yards of offense, 63 passing, 182 rushing. They had 6 penalties, 45 yards, 14 first downs, and 3 turnovers. Turnover game mattered, 4-3.
Usually does.
Extra points also mattered tonight. 2-point conversions. Thunderbirds got 2, Cougars got none. 22-20 in what was both coaches described as a playoff-type football game for Week 3. And both teams were ranked in the top 10 this week. Made for a fun night, Mike.
It was a great night.
Yep. Glad to have you along. Wherever you were joining us on yourliveevent.com or on KRJB Radio, thank you. We appreciate you. And also at rjbroadcasting.com on our audio stream as well. Thanks to Sarah Aarons for running camera, for Mike Erickson down on the sidelines, and for Kaylin back in the studios at KRJB. She'll have the R&J Sports Nightcap coming up with some more scores to share from the area. Coach's Corner tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Bison football on KRJB. Gopher football on KRJM on your Saturday. From the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on KRJB Radio and yourliveevent.com. Final time, 22-20. Mahnomen-Waubun over Ada-Borup-West on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Mahnomen-Waubun, by the way, hosting Bagley in Waubun next Friday night. You'll have that on yourliveevent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM. From the Johnson Sports Complex, I'm Kevin Kochman. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night, everybody.